Oh, that's the actual game. Let's mute that for a moment. Hello, welcome back to TechnoPoverty. It's Shin Megami Tuesday. I'm Henry.
I'm Lux.
And yeah, we weren't out here last week doing this, but we're playing Shin Megami Tensei III Nocturne, typically talking about Derrida. Although, Lux, you brought a big, thick tome of the weird.
Yeah, well, it's almost spooky Halloween.
Yeah, we're entering Haunt's Timber. We've been playing Heartworm on the Monday-Thursday side of things.
Isn't it Hauntober?
No, it's Haunt Timber because Haunt Timber includes September, the last week of September and the first week of November. So
okay, fair enough.
Yeah. There's a synthesis.
It's almost Hauntember, and we've been talking about what spooky stories to think about. So I brought a huge book of spooky stories that at some point later we can go through and pick some out to read. Probably not on this stream, but on future streams or in between streams. But I'll do it at a time when more people are here so everyone can know what we're thinking about.
Yeah, and as you've seen if you've been checking in Monday and Thursday, we're a bit volatile with the lineup this month, but we are going to be reading J.G. Ballard's Kingdom Come for anyone who is interested. That will be probably the novel we get to after Heartworm with all the Hermann Hesse.
Yeah, and most of these books, there's stories in here you can find online, you don't have to get the whole book.
Yeah, so what is this compilation exactly? I was looking at the edited by on it. It has a cool list of credits, so...
It's called The Weird. I do recommend it if you do like spooky stories. The Weird is extremely good to read. But it's basically like it's in chronological order, it's sort of following the idea of weird fiction, of sort of horror stuff with a little bit of like a Lovecraft influence, but not always.
Would you find like Algernon Blackwood in there?
There's definitely an Algernon Blackwood in here. Okay. I mean, here I can just go. Let me just find.
Cool. I'm gonna load up
TOC really quick
as you start working through that.
But yeah, like there's an Algernon Blackwood. There's a Lord Dunsany. There's a Luigi Ugolini. But then there's stuff from all over the world, right? There's a Ryunosuke Akutagawa, The Hell Screen, which is really fucking good.
I'm very ignorant of like weird fiction outside of the English.
There is a Lovecraft in here.
Which one?
Don't know which horror.
Okay.
Franz Kafka's In the Penal Colony is in here.
I actually think some of my favorite Lovecraft stuff is non-Cthulhu mythos stuff like Color Out of Space.
Yeah.
Dunwich is pretty detached, right? That's like the witch tribe.
Yeah, that one's really weird.
Yeah.
But there's stuff all over the world.
There's a really good Electric Wizard song.
There's Ray Bradbury in here.
Oh, what Bradbury?
The Crowd.
Interesting. Don't think I know the premise of that one.
Mervyn Peake is in here. Shirley Jackson's in here. Borges is in here.
Ooh, chat. For those of you who want to know, just like Kingdom Come, speaking of Shirley Jackson, we've always lived in the castle. That in Kingdom Come, I guarantee we will talk about between now and the first week of November.
George R. Martin's in here.
Ooh, what Martin?
The Sand Kings.
Ooh, I don't know that one either.
Octavia Butler, Clive Barker, Joyce Carol Oates, Haruki Murakami, Angela Carter, Tanith Lee, Kelly Link, Jeff Vandermeer. It's a lot like that one Super Smash Bros. Game because everyone is here.
All the stars are here.
So we'll go through and we'll pick some to look at. Probably some that from some of those beloved authors. Maybe some from. I guess you really popped for the idea of one of the Japanese ones, and The Hell Screen is great. So I would be down to reread The Hell Screen.
The Hell Scream, all right.
The Hell Screen. They made an anime of it. We watched it. It's pretty bad.
Bad in just like resources, adaptation.
Yeah, it's just not like.
Was it like episode 2 of Uzumaki Spiral?
Yeah, kind of like it just was not a super good adaptation and was not a very exciting piece of literature as an anime. So it happens. Let me get my headphones on so I can hear the game. I forgot to do that. I'm a little tired, a little out of it. I think I'm having some allergy times, and I didn't take an Allegra, so we'll see how today goes.
I was feeling a little weak yesterday. I attributed it to fighting Dracula last week with Rondo of Blood,
I
but
mean, that makes sense. That'll take it out of you.
we were reading Carmilla. I'm starting to feel a lot like her in many ways. Not waking up before noon. What gyms can we get? Let's see. So last we fought a Menorah boss. We unlocked this lower area. I believe the critical path, we have to go back to that park from the start.
Yeah, well, I think we have to go to Yoyogi, but I think we have to go through here first. So,
Yes, the junk collector mannequin.
oh, wholesale prices in the collector mannequin.
Well, we got muscle drinks.
Oh, there's a couple Magatama in here.
Yeah. Damn.
I need to get some more money. But this guy sells chakra drops, which is huge. But he's got a few of them, so like, go look at the other two guys. Physical, or
They're both physical
also
type?
physical.
Interesting.
I would definitely make sure to get a chunk of those, because
A chunk of what?
chakra drops.
Yeah.
Like, you can get like 10 or even 20 of them. Or even 25, you know, whatever you want. But like, we are constantly wanting to have more MP than we have.
True.
And so just having a safe storage of those.
I think that's all for now.
Yeah, we'll have to find some more money for the first time since we hit that big cash drop in the Mala dungeon.
Yeah. Secret money drops. Of those stories in the weird, are there any pertaining to law, justice, or order that might
Well, that's not bad. I mean,
resonance?
obviously in the penal colony.
Yeah.
I've been playing the remake of Raidu versus the Soulless Army on my Steam
A
Deck.
fresh PS2 copy. Interesting.
This guy's a freak.
I was so torn. I saw a
It's-
physical copy of the first Trails in the Sky game at a Half Price Books recently. I already have it, the PC port of it, installed on Steam, but like now I'm so torn on if I want to play just the remake when it comes out.
Yeah, I mean, another thing I would pitch you on is maybe we should play Raido versus King Abaddon, the sequel Raido game, because that's not on the Steam Deck, and so we could get it on the PS3 and play it. But that's a conversation for another day.
Yeah, I am kind of interested in the Raido game in general. Okay, Lucky Tickets, the remade one.
It's really good. But yeah, I'm playing the remake and it rocks. Yeah, well, it's better because they add those chipmunks, you know? Like, once you get Alvin and the gang in the mix, the whole thing kind of kicks up a notch.
The Squeakquel.
Alvin, Simon, Theodore, Raido, Goto.
Oh shit, does it just loop?
Yeah, but we haven't gone those doors yet, so
Yeah.
this is kind of where we want to be anyway. Give me some free money.
Some free
No.
money.
Notable.
We're just gonna have to go beat people up for their money.
Yeah, I mean, that's how we usually do it. I think you just auto these people.
Yeah.
But in the penal colony is, I mean, we can do a little research, but I think if we wanted to stick to that, in the penal colony probably works. How Nuth would have practiced art upon the knolls is kind of like that. Also, honestly, the hell screen is kind of about that. So yeah, we can play in the space of power for sure.
The king and his warriors talking to girls. Man, there's so much like illegal Black Ops shit those dudes wanted to be doing instead of having to like just hold silent at laugh lines.
My favorite part is when he was like, You fuck around and find out, and then one guy went, woohoo! In the Penal Colony can definitely be construed as a horror piece, for sure.
It's in the weird fiction vein,
Yeah. And I'm okay. To be clear, Hell Screen, S-C-R-E-E-N.
Hell Screen. I keep saying Hell Scream too.
Not Scream. This is not Warcraft 3.
The Hell Scream, though. This is a Japanese
It's a Japanese weird fiction story. As we go, we'll pick them out, and at the end of the stream, we'll put them all in the chat somehow, so everyone can have the list to read for next time.
I'll probably keep that on the Discord as well, so I can follow up on reading them. And wherever I find them online, I'll probably share them in the books chat on the Discord.
I can even try and dig up some links, but they're all pretty. If we start with some of the early stuff, most of the early stuff is really easy to find online, because it's just like it's all public domain at this point.
Any Lord Dunsany in there?
Yeah, well, how Nuth would have worked his practice upon the Knolls is
okay.
we'd figure out how to get to Yoyogi.
Yoyogi Park?
Yeah, I mean, we know we can get there from the hospital, but is that the best way? I think maybe we should walk there, because maybe we have to go through the back now.
I feel... I was going to say, can I like fast travel to the start and be there, but also...
But you can only get them from one side of there. But maybe you have to cut through it from the side we get to be on. So possible. You can try that. Then we can go through and try it out.
I kind of keep exploring around here really quick for now, because this seems to be just like an area of the map.
Oh, what's over there? What's those temples and shit?
Yeah, you see that, wait, are you talking about to the north?
To the north, to the up left?
Upper left. Yeah, upper left, that chest and those temples. I'll go explore that in a moment, but let's go.
Well, this station's going to take us somewhere different.
Okay, this is a tunnel out of the area I was just in. Okay. Asakusa.
Yeah, although actually, yeah. Right, because...
Let's go lick the map first. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the hex of that shit is crazy. It's also just like really like it's starting to like actually make me feel insane that we're just getting like nothing from like Schumer and at all about this.
Right, where is the resistance?
That Trump is like literally just like
Seal of Kimon of Tokyo. What's a Kimon?
It's just like Trump's literally like, I'm gonna send soldiers to shoot Antifa. And they're just like, okay.
I think it was the Medbeds video, somebody posted that the way it's narrated too is like it wasn't meant for public release. It was literally pitching to Trump like, you will vote on this thing and you will do this.
Yeah, I mean,
like somebody made a video to pitch it to the president and the president just posted it on his socials thinking it was just like a release for that.
People have been posting, I guess, or like saying the speculation, or they have been speculating that there's a temple. Temple to the powerful spell. Okay, so if we can figure some stuff out.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we can't go any of these places yet?
Nah. These other places aren't like glowing.
Yeah. People have like been speculating that his advisors are just like showing him stuff and being like, you should talk about this, and he's just like sort of drooling in his office by himself all day otherwise, which seems bad.
Has there, I was gonna say, I've seen the most recent memories I have of our president is just the stroke face.
Yeah. You gotta think he's gonna die soon. But who knows? Henry, I wanted to pitch you on something.
Yes.
I went to Fantastic Fest last week.
Okay.
I was there. I was going to see movies. You are famously an enjoyer of movies.
Yes.
What do you think about me going through my movie list that I saw and reading you titles? And if a title sounds interesting, I'll tell you about it. If it doesn't sound interesting, we can move on.
I wanted to ask you how your Fantastic Fest experience was, so yes, let's go for that.
Okay, that seems like a good way to do it. The only way in which it was particularly unique this year, aside from the specifics of the movies, was that I made the decision that I wasn't going to order any large meals at the Alamo, which I broke that rule a couple times, like 2 pizzas, but like that at the Alamo I'd only get snacks and coffee and sodas so that I didn't have to spend $1,000 million. And so what I did instead is to get protein every day, I just between my afternoon and evening movies would go to TLC, the sports bar next to the Alamo, during their happy hour, and just sort of house as many oysters and shrimp cocktails as I conceivably could in like an hour and a half, and then go back to the movies.
Did you know how many you got through? How many did it take you?
The most I ate in a single meal sesh, in a single eat sesh, otherwise known as a meal, was I ate 18 oysters and 2 shrimp cocktails and an order of mussels.
That is a lot of protein.
Yeah, that was too much. I had a pretty bad tummy ache. But the thing is, the mussels were $7, the shrimp cocktails were $7, and the oysters were $1 each. So it was still a chunk of money, but it was literally less money than getting like a pretzel, shishito peppers, and a coffee at the Alamo.
You get fries. That's already $20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll start at the top. First movie I saw was called Vicious.
What was that about?
Okay, Vicious was a probably coming out pretty soon a horror movie where with a really good performance by Dakota Fanning, who's like an our age adult now, which is weird. I mean, it makes sense because of how time works, but like it was weird to see. And she plays kind of like a burnout.
You mean the girl from War of the Worlds?
Yes.
Whoa. Okay.
She plays kind of a burnout.
So I'm going to travel to the hospital at the beginning?
I guess so, yeah. Or Shibuya, I guess. But yeah, whatever, closer.
Yeah, Shibuya, actually.
She plays like a burnout, like, art student who dropped out of school. Mm-hmm. And one night, a scary lady, played by, what's her name? Karen Johnson? A scary lady comes to her house and gives her a box. And then everything gets really fucked up. And that movie, my short review is, the first 2/3 of it I think are legitimately really great. And then it gets away from what makes the first 2/3 good and leans into the idea of like, who knows what's gonna happen?
I was going to say, when you brought up the box getting fucked up, I did a little snicker because, I don't know, it sounds to me like there's...
The box starts out cool as heck.
It sounds like there's an interesting setup of like a potential character tension thing going on with these two characters, and then the cinematic device of the box just nebulously undermines and destroys
It's
everything.
mostly Fanning solo.
Okay.
Because the old lady disappears in the plot pretty quickly. But the thing is that the box has some really specific rules, and at some points, it's really like very cruel to Dakota Fanning like when she fails to abide by or understand the rules, which I like. But then the rules get increasingly kind of like kajiggered around, like messed around to facilitate. Whoa, where's this? What's this area? Oh yeah, this is the park.
Park, yeah.
Sort of messed up and specifically to facilitate kind of the plot in a way that really sucks some of the juice out of what otherwise is a really great movie. One thing I will say, one big note about why that movie is good is it's very loud.
Vicious.
Yeah, it's very loud, and I think that that's good. Like, because you know how... It's the thing where, like, people use, like, the horror movie strings or, like, the bwah sound or whatever as, like, shorthand for it's time to get scary. Uh-huh. But, like, the sound itself isn't actually scary anymore because we've all heard it so many times. But when it's, like, really loud, it's, like, much more actually affecting. So I think that's good. I think that's a good thing.
Is it because it sounds like, so you're saying it's just loud, but I'm like, is it dissonant in the sense of like a
It's like striking, like it breaks out from the tone of the movie, like.
Okay,
And
because
they don't just. It's not that they just use the horror effects, but it's like they'll do like spooky diegetic music things will happen, and instead of just being like, "Why is this song playing?" It's like, "Why is this song playing so fucking loud?"
I was gonna say, I like when there's like compression and grating and like that very David Lynch or Akira Yamaoka, Silent Hill distortion. Doors locked from the other side. I gotta figure out another way around this park, probably.
Okay, so you do have to get the other side. Is the door?
Is there anything here now? Just these fairies that, we one hit. I have to do something here at the park.
And we beat the Pale Rider, right?
Yeah. We beat that guy last time.
Okay.
So I think we have one menorah right now.
Yeah.
And we need, 4 for the next dungeon? I actually don't remember our exact menorah count. I remember we did the Rhino dungeon.
Yeah. So we need to figure out how to get to the other side of the park. Okay, so we need to get,
That was the tunnel we didn't go through,
that was the tunnel
right?
we didn't go through.
Okay.
Okay, that's easy enough. Okay, back
Before you continue with Fantastic Fest, I want to ask real quick, have you seen one battle after another?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's so good.
It is extremely good, yes. We'll continue with Fantastic Fest. We can talk about one battle a little later into the show. Chat, just a heads up, we might talk one battle a bit later.
I will say this. Despite the fact that Sean Penn is like a weird psycho and Leonardo DiCaprio is obviously a bad person, etc., you should still go see this fucking movie. It's so fucking good.
I was just like, oh yeah, Sean Penn is evil. Like, that's why he works in the movie.
Yeah.
I don't even remember. I just think he's RFK,
Yeah, I mean, kind of. It's like, it's a movie, I don't want to get too into it because like you said, we'll get into it later, but it's like a movie that like, it understands the fundamental tension that an issue with leftist organizing and leftist politics and revolutionary politics can be the way that because it's a movement about affirming humanity, an issue can be how much humanity gets in the way of the efficacy of the movement, because humanity is messy and uncorrallable, and
that's why I really like Sensei's whole parallel deal going on.
Yeah, and
that whole bit's just amazing to me. I love it.
There's
so
that, but that's contrasted very strongly
also,
against how.
I've specifically been to those parts of El Paso. Like, it was so visceral.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But that's like strongly contrasted against how the movement gets in the way of the humanity of the people on the other side. Like, they're incapable of being human precisely because of their commitments to their movement.
Yeah, the Fate of Penn's character was excellent with that. The way it was like a punchline, but it was also kind of gross. Mm-hmm. And just the right balance, where like, this guy was a piece of shit, but damn, it also like they don't even like.
They did him pretty dirty.
Yeah.
But also like that movie.
But also what he's happy for in the end, it's a great Yeah,
I mean, the Fate of Penn's character is maybe the best thing in the movie. The code phrase stuff is great. The car chase is great. Every scene with the Christmas Adventures Club is incredible. Mm-hmm. I really like the things. Hey, what's up, Shammy?
She upseculated my abdomen until her core is conditioned.
Everything, like, I liked how...
Ocean waves.
I liked the exact amount. Like, the movie just took, like, the exact right amount of Pynchon from Pynchon. Mm-hmm. Like, it took the weird names and, like, a tiny bit of the surreality.
I'll be honest, I don't get Inherent Vice of the movie, and I like Inherent Vice of the book.
I like both, but...
It's not that I don't like it, it's just, I don't know, I find that movie impenetrable or hard to decipher.
Yeah, it is hard to parse.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll go deeper on that movie later, but man, what a film. Also, shouts out to Panavision Film for looking so fucking crispy. Oh, my
you
God.
saw the Panavision?
I saw these, yeah, I saw
I went and saw it at the IMAX, the Bullock.
Yeah, right. I saw it in the 70mm film screening at South Lamar.
Hell yeah, excellent. That road was so...
I saw it, and yeah, the road is incredible. I saw it, and well, I was thinking about going with you, right? Then I forgot that I had Shabbat, so I had to go.
It was a busy week.
Yeah, so I had to give that ticket to Michael Cohen. I don't know if you saw him there, but he was there.
I did not.
And he was there. But then I think you have to exit from here, right?
Yeah.
Take this exit, right. Okay. But then
we walked all the way up to
somehow,
it. Like, no, let's go back.
Rory, in a moment of pure luck that is very fucking Rory Blaine coded, went to the secret screening at Fantastic Fest that was One Battle After Another. And he was in the 70mm theater, the 170mm theater out of like the 5 theaters that were screening it. Like he somehow just picked the right, like he just randomly picked theater 5 not knowing what movie it was, but that meant that he was in the room with 70mm. And he was just like losing his mind over how good it looked. So I like made a real point
oh my God, seeing the highways in the IMAX just beautiful. And just the way that like that metaphor like so completely just ties it all together. The I don't know, it reminded me very much of like The Open Road in the Road movie, and the idea of like freedom in the 70s now being like, this constricting architecture of an America past, and like just the waves and surfing the waves, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's something really poetic about the road as it used to be this liberating.
Have you ever seen Two Lane Blacktop?
No.
Okay, Two Lane Blacktop is it's one of those movies from the 70s that would probably be considered like an Easy Rider clone, but I think it's better than Easy Rider. It's just about these 3 dudes that do like
shit, there's no response.
Damn, just murdered. The short of it is Two Lane Blacktop's about these dudes who just do like highway racing in the 70s, and they just like fucking work on their car and just race different people across country. It's very like Sisyphean. There's another guy with an elaborate like pimped out GTO. He serves wine to people. Like it's like weird characters on the road at this time in America. It's like the most optimistic version of what Mad Max is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Two Lane Blacktop though.
A guy who drives a giant rock, but he only races uphill battles. Yeah, a little more metaphorically speaking, shabby. But I like that idea too. But yeah, like, there's like a really good poetry in the roads as this thing that were built to facilitate like freedom of movement and liberation in this like more accessible America.
Yeah.
And then now remain as these like constrictions on movement and space, and like and the way that so much of America now is leftover things that seemed good at the time, but now just limit and constrict everything about what people are doing.
And I found it interesting because, so I've read Inherent Vice, I haven't read Vineland, but what I found in Inherent Vice, the novel, that I don't feel Inherent Vice, the movie was getting across, is this sense of things forgotten, but like there's no nostalgia held for them, just like vestigial limbs of American memory. The book of Inherent Vice really, I don't know, got that across to me in a way I don't think the movie did, because the movie is more plotty. Whereas like the book's going into sides about like, oh yes, he went down here where once this happened and this happened and this happened, but it wasn't happening no more.
Paul walk up the hill with a rocker.
Have you read Vineland?
I've read all the Pynchon. Pynchon's like my, like...
Okay.
I think...
Do I have a light person?
We've been trying to make sure we do. Did we lose track of that? It wouldn't be the first time we lost track of something. Check the party?
It might be Quetzalcoatl or Chimera.
No. Oh, crap.
I think we have... Do we have the item?
We have 3 of them.
All right, let's see what we can do here, and then maybe we can breed something at some point.
We can always like resummon Daisojo or something.
That is true. Anything else you were going to
There's
say
a
about
guy.
like the road or one battle? Also, there was a guy down there.
Yeah, let's just keep moving through.
Fantastic Fast movies.
Okay, the next movie was called Penance. Penance was a $7,000 action movie.
That's awesome. Okay.
Well, yes and no. It's a $7,000 action movie, which obviously appeals. It was made with a cast and crew entirely of stunt people, also very cool. The action and combat in that movie is out of control, like some of the coolest shit in the world. The problem is the audio is literally unhearable.
Damn. Where was this made? What country or?
U.S.
Okay.
It was like quite literally a thing I was talking to with people afterwards was that like none of us knew what the movie was about because no one could understand what anyone was saying. It was like clearly recorded largely on onboard cameras, on like onboard camera mics,
Okay.
and we all know that's no good.
Yep.
Try going through the doors. And that's got yucky audio, but also it was mixed to the back of the theater, not the front.
Weird. So like it was like I don't know, it sounds like it was like a mono mix or something.
Yeah.
Or who's just in the wrong audio channel.
There was a mono mix in the wrong audio channel, and so it was like impossible to understand. So that one, I guess here's hoping that like they get some money to
Get like a edit. Yeah, like
fix-
that was just a
to do
festival
some-
cut.
to do something to fix the audio, because I mean it was also kind of paced kind of poorly. Like there
What
was a lot of
what was the actual like plot of the thing? What was the gimmick? What
the
was
gimmick was just that like these two guys got fucked up by this crime man who they were trying to beat up because he did something bad to one of their sisters, I think. And they want revenge on him for having done these bad things.
Where should I go?
I mean, you try crossing the pain zone.
Let me do one more thing.
Remember, we've limited amount of time because we only have 3 of those items.
True.
Hunter's saying hello to everybody, and I respect that.
Yeah, Hunter, you're so welcoming.
But yeah, so they like want to get revenge on this crime lord. And they go, try to kill him and stuff. And then it's just like straight up revenge stuff. Like nothing. Then there's like a twist at the end that's like kind of interesting, but because the whole movie's impossible to hear, it's hard to like really get rocked by the weird twist. Okay. Next we have Road to Vendetta. Hey, man. Next we have Road to Vendetta, which is a pretty fun Hong Kong hitman movie set in Japan, where a hitman from Hong Kong gets hired to help a young woman from Japan kill some guys she doesn't like. Pretty fun. I don't think it was like anything super
I was
special.
gonna say nothing super special standing out to me on that one. That one's a bit too I don't know. It seems cliche or just full of tropes. I feel they're tired by this point.
Yeah, it's a little.
Although I'm trying to also be like, it is Fantastic Fest, so there's gonna be a lot of genre stuff. But
Yeah.
like, I don't know, Hitman as a cinematic device, I feel is very.
Its most appealing stuff comes from like. I think you could use a float ball to get over the stuff, but I wouldn't do it right now because it's almost a new moon.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, its most appealing shit comes from like the way that like the protagonist is a kind of fish out of water because he's from Hong Kong, he's in Japan, and so like the ways that the Hong Kong hitman character archetype like interact with like sort of Japanese characterology and tropes is not unfun. Like it's not nothing, but it's not exceptionally compelling.
It is an attempt at something. It sounds like.
Yeah, there's some fun. The next one is The Plague, which was probably my favorite movie of the festival.
This is like an adaptation of Camus?
No, it's not. It is a movie about 13-year-olds at water polo camp.
Ooh, this sounds sickly. I like it.
And one of them has a yucky rat. Well, okay, you're following a boy who just moved to San Diego from Boston.
Okay.
And so he's just moved there. He's making new friends. You should heal big time.
Yeah.
You should use that. We got people. Yeah. And he's just moved to San Diego from Boston, and he's just making friends. And one of do not have a float thing.
I guess.
Oh boy. Well, they're not racist because I think it works.
So differently racist. Wonderful choice of phrasing.
Yeah,
Liz.
racism doesn't quite come up in it, but social exclusion as a concept does, because one of the kids, I mean, if you want to, we don't have a float ball, so it's tough. Maybe we do need to just go back and breed some guys. That's unfortunate, but I think it's probably worth it to get a float guy and to get.
Yeah. No, that's definitely worth it.
But yeah, so you find this kid as he goes to camp for the first time, and one of the kids at camp gets bullied a bunch because he has like a very yucky rash.
Visceral, right for the yuck.
Yeah, right for the youths to hassle. And so it's just
bodies are slimy and sweaty and messy, and gross things happen when you spill your shit on other people.
So it's just this movie about, trying to fit in and exclusion and bullying amongst kids, but it's like really gorgeously shot, really incredibly well scored, really well directed by a friend of mine from high school, which I did not know
until you saw the credits roll.
Until I read the description of the movie. Like, I just had no idea that he had a movie there. But really well done, really incredibly well observed movie. Like, there's one part where the kind of kid who gets bullied a lot, they're all making fun of him for having a boner at the pool. Mm-hmm. And while they're all laughing at him, one of the bully kids just goes, "Yeah!" Just screams yes.
Yeah, nah.
And that's such a little kid thing where they scream, they just get enthusiastic at the idea that something funny has happened. He's not even making jokes at this point. He's just screaming because he's so happy that. Whoa.
Okay.
I don't know if we like that.
Heavy strength. That's the one I bought, right?
Yeah. But yeah, so that movie is so good. Joel Edgerton plays the coach. He's really great.
I love Joel Edgerton.
All the child acting is really amazing. There's Hunter saying hi again. That movie's fucking sick. Next movie I saw was The Curse, which is a pretty fun kind of social media horror comedy from Japan, where people are getting cursed by someone, and then their social media is posting haunting style, spooky. They're posting spooky things on social media, and they discover that their friend who's dead has been posting this whole time, but there's scary haunting ladies in the background. These guys are curse crazy, and so it's
gotta have that curse.
It's one of those. It's pretty straight up. It's pretty funny, but I don't think that was the other one that was not anything special. So that was day one, and day one, honestly, had one real standout. The Plague was great. Everything else was kind of.
Yeah, The Plague sounded like it really touched something in you. You actually had some pretty effective language in describing what you liked about it.
Yeah, I mean, visuals was pretty good, but had obvious problems. The Plague was the only one where I was like, holy shit, this movie. However, day two was non-stop bangers.
Okay. I know there's at least one movie I'm pretty sure you saw that I really am anticipating to be just like fucking great. So
We'll see,
Yeah, we'll
because
see when
I
we get
skipped
there.
most things that got distribution.
Okay.
You are thinking of Cure, a movie that is not about social media at all, but is one of my favorite movies.
We
in the
are
whole
going to
world.
watch Cure on Sunday as part of our ongoing Haunt Timber programming.
Cure is like one of...
That-
It's probably my favorite Kiyoshi Kurosawa movie, but Pulse and Cloud are both so good, so it's hard to say. Hunter, have you seen Cloud yet? The Kiyoshi Kurosawa movie, Cloud?
I've acquired a copy. I just need to. I might do it later tonight.
I think you're... That's fair. But have you seen Cloud yet? Because I think it was you. I was talking with some people with, and you were there, and we were talking about how Cloud is kind of. I think the trailer got posted in the Wizworld Discord. And we were talking about how Cloud is kind of hunter coded, and I stand by that. And also, it's so good.
Everybody keeps recommending it to you. This
Yeah.
movie is you. Hunter, have you seen Cloud? I hear it's very you coded.
I think.
All right, we're gonna just buy some
Yeah.
floaters.
I think it is a little ungenerous. You have less problems, I think, than this guy, ultimately. But there's definitely. I mean, like, for instance, you went to you were late to Mahjong yesterday because you were selling magic cards at the post office, Not to air your dirty laundry, but, like, that's very the stuff that happens in this movie.
I just didn't want it to be a new moon.
That movie's so good. Next up. Oh, post the link. You know I love a post where someone...
One of the most depressing things ever on RCRT Gaming. Yeah, you have to
know I
share
love
that.
that.
That's
Alright, we need to try to find Flotoma and Lightoma.
did Daisoju have it?
I said you're light for sure.
Yeah, who had float? There's Lightoma though.
Yeah, so we'll get him. Yeah, we're starting to run a low on money then. What up, Mask? We're going through all the movies from Fantastic Fest so Henry can decide which ones he wants to see when they come out.
And we're looking for Flotoma.
Yeah.
I remember last year you recommended me Cloud, She is Conan.
She's Conan. No, last year was Dragon Dilatation, was the Mandika movie I recommended you last year.
Which one?
Dragon Dilatation.
I'm not sure if I've gotten around to Dragon Ball.
I don't have any idea if it has distribution. It's one of the weirdest movies I've ever seen.
I do remember Cloud, which I have a copy of, and She is Conan. And
She's
then
Conan.
Did you? Someone turned me on to Riddle of Fire.
That was me.
Yeah,
I love Riddle of
Fire.
Fire.
Was great. Damn, I wish I could just. Can I just go through? Okay, I can. Okay, what was the
Flotoma is what we're looking for. All right, I'm gonna take a quick break from reviewing Fantastic Best movies to read this post that Hunter has thrown up because I do love to see. Oh, that is a grim slice you posted.
Liftoma. Cool.
Oh, yeah, okay, great. Try one thing for me. See if you can combine Daisoju and Juke and see what happens.
So we can make a monster with one.
With both, yeah.
Let me do this real quick.
Oh, I don't have access to the chat from before I logged in on my phone, so I can't see it.
Juke and Daisoju. Juke and... No, they don't. They can't fuse. Damn.
Weird.
Very weird. All right, though. Let's actually make some progress now.
All right, let's get back to work.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
We've been twiddling our damn thumbs.
That is like an incredibly earth-shattering sentence. Or two sentences.
Some of my most precise possessions is pick. Hope you all appreciate as I no longer have anyone around me who does. Oof.
Yeah, gnarly. That reads like a suicide note. Sorry, an unalivitude note.
No, what are you talking about? He's about to play Hexen.
For the last time. Okay, I'm going to get back to the list.
Okay. I wanted to say, if I wanted to bring it up just again real quick, Hell's Screen
Hellscreen.
is one of the short stories you cite.
Hellscreen, I think we should do the Lord Dunsany one.
I'm down with the Lord Dunsany, yeah.
Maybe in the penal colony. I'll check how long that is.
Regardless of, I did it a while back for Maximo, I talked about it, but it'd be fun to just read The Fortress Unvanquishable save for Sackmouth.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That is a swords and sorcery classic.
All right, so then Tuesday came. Tuesday was all bangers.
Okay, yeah, what happened on Tuesday?
First Tuesday movie.
Hell's Screen?
Here, I'll put the ones we have.
I don't know the author. So
I'll put the ones we have in chat really quick before I go back to Fantastic Fest reviews.
Also, hello, Mask for Mask.
What up, Mask?
All right, good thing we bought all those chakra drops, so we can be very liberal with our spells now in this dark, dark tunnel. Fantastique.
Oh, I love that Twitch's phone app doesn't have a line break.
Yeah, isn't that wonderful?
And I love how I picked some of the hardest ones to type.
Ryunosuke Akutagawa. Right, it's based on the moon.
And then we also talked about... Did you read The Olive by Borges yet?
No, I have not read
Okay,
that
let's do
one.
that.
The Olive?
The Olive. Aleph.
Oh, okay.
And let's only do stuff from before 1950 for next week.
Okay.
So then let's get one more in here. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do In the Penal Colony. It's only 15 pages.
I'm kind of curious because I think I actually have physical copies of all of those lying around. Maybe not the Kafka. I know I have the Trial and the Castle. And I think I have a collection of his shorts that has In the Penal Colony. Okay, cool.
All right, so that's gonna be our list. I'll repost those towards the end of the stream again.
Okay.
But yeah, thank you, Mask, for asking me to redo that because I would have probably forgotten to do it.
Thanks for posting it there.
No, I haven't watched the Orson Welles trial, but I've heard it's something to see.
No, yeah, it's good. I liked it. He's doing David Lynch before David Lynch was around. Yeah, it's real good.
All right, well, maybe I'll watch it this week while I'm cranking out pages and /or obsessing over this Kickstarter launch that I just learned about today.
I think Criterion released a 4K of it, so there's a pretty nice quality copy out there to acquire. It might be mask for mask, like an older version, but yeah, it did recently get like a 4K scan, so there's high quality versions out there. Do I have to revive Quetzalcoatl? Yeah, Hunter, I too love when video games are intentionally dissonant with those little animations. There's something to the difference between like synecdoche and simulation in like what video games do that's just very fun. But also, I think that's part of what slides gamers into sort of a reactionary mindset as well, because like the world of assumptions, Lux has talked about this at length before.
Well, I think stuff like that actually is good because I think it challenges the idea, like that like almost makes it Brechtian. Mm-hmm. Like you're playing a video game, the shit's not real. It's not what dodging is. I think has that effect in a way that I think is good and potent and is like kind of a break against the sort of normalizing tendency that I talk about all the time.
Right. I think, yeah, it's fascinating to me because, yeah, I like first-person shooters, but I don't like first-person shooters that are realistic. It's not like the realistic imitation of like projectile operation I'm looking for within those structures of
verisimilitude is overrated and in fact maybe bad.
Oh, damn. We love Quake, we hate Call of Duty. I don't even hate the first, like, 2 Call of Duties. I remember 3 being boring, and then, yeah, in Modern Warfare, I was just like, I'm not into this. Even in that, I think, I don't know, Call of Duty is very arcadey in its realism. The Halo-fication of the World War II shooter, as it were. I just remember Call of Duty 1 being a very big like surprise as a PC gamer because, as I said, not only the Halo-fication of World War II shooters, because there was a lot of World War II crap on the PC market at the time, and so, you know, making it Halo did like raise an eyebrow, especially with like the iron sights, the 2 weapons. But the sound design was really what that first game was special for, in my opinion. I have fond memories of just playing that game late at night with the headphones on and being blown away by the realistic gun chatter. Not so much that translates to realistic gunplay. It was just, you know, a cool aesthetic aural addition to an arcadey experience.
Yeah. Shammy, I try not to give notes on these, but it's crazy that you did that without using the phoneme sin that's built into synecdoche. Like sin is right there.
Synecdoche.
You sin on my necdoche.
Till the hyper is real.
Till my simulation is hyper real.
Is this just a dead end hall that I came through?
It appears so.
What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, we're in one of these dungeons again, dude. Welcome to hell.
No, we just got out of hell though. Although I suppose SMT is keeping the portal open in some fun ways.
Yeah, well, it might be him. I see. She necdoche, see necdoche. Okay, I see what you're doing. I appreciate. I'm simulacruming is good though. Simulacruming is good.
Simulacruming.
I appreciate you taking that note in the spirit it was given though. I appreciate that. Okay. So anyways, Tuesday. Tuesday was great. Tuesday started with a fun horror comedy called Bad Haircut that is about a guy who is in high school, who is or in college, and is just sort of like a not confident kind of schlubby guy. And his friends are like, look, you need to get your confidence, you need a style makeover. So we're gonna take you to get a damn haircut. And so they take him to their special haircut man, who is a real freakazoid. And then it becomes a tense horror movie thing of him getting his haircut by this weird guy as things escalatingly get strange and weird and bad.
That sounds like that Cousin Fred episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah, there's definitely some Fred DNA there.
Genuinely a disturbing episode
really
of that
good.
cartoon.
We ended up hanging out with the guy who plays the scary barber.
That's awesome.
And he was like pretty bizarre guy. And he was like, I spent 50 days on that set doing this, like the hardest acting of my life, really going to a really dark place to play this character. Like he was talking about it like he was, what's his name?
Like
Heath Ledger
Heath Ledger
doing the Joker. And he's like, I had to go to these dark places and I really challenged myself. And it was really hard. It like broke me spiritually in my mind. And I literally was like, hey man, it sounds like that was hard and like difficult for you, but now that you've done it, and you saw like the audience reaction to this really great movie you guys make, it's really good. And he's really, really good in it. So like, it worked or whatever, because he got a killer performance. But I asked him, I was like, now that you've done it, you've seen the audience reactions, how much everyone loved it and how good it came out, was it worth it? And he was like, man, I don't know. I was like, okay. Like, all right, dude. But really good movie. What are you gonna ask?
No, it's because I opened this chest. I get hit with 3 Titans. This is gonna be a special challenge.
I don't know, but the Titans aren't that bad. I think lightning is what they don't like.
Yeah, they block force apparently.
If you have, Mazionga.
Nice. Okay.
Jacques.
That stunned him.
And we should attack the stun one, I think. Nice attack, yeah. Nice.
Yeah, this guy's done for. Mask for Mask. The best acting I've ever done has only been seen by a few people at a time. It was good because it was so real. I would not translate stage or screen, I don't think. It's just to make doctors, etc. feel like they are really blank.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, some stuff, I think of, and I think I've talked to Wiz about this, but I think often of that Peter O'Toole story where he's on set with, I think it was De Niro maybe, and De Niro's talking about Stanislavski, and Peter O'Toole's kind of talking about how he doesn't do that, and then De Niro's asking how he does it, and he goes, it's acting, my dear boy.
Yeah, it's called acting.
It's called acting, my dear boy. Like you can just turn it on, which I think is sort of like what great acting is and how great actors do it, but. However it happened, this dude got a hell of a performance out of that movie. It's really good. Really iconic character. Really fun. But yeah, that's a run, do not walk to see
Ian
Bad
McKellen
Haircut.
extras. But Bad Haircut.
Bad Haircut
yes.
is a run, do not walk. The movie is insanely fun, and it's really good. It's really fun. It like totally works. It like understands what it's doing, completely, in a way that I really appreciated. The next was this movie called Theater is Dead, which I think a lot of us folks here will have some appreciation for, because it is about a girl who joins a theater company, and it turns out that there's some spooky stuff going on at the theater company. And a lot of it is pulling comedy from the dynamics of a theater company. There's some really good, there's a really good scene where they do like the Meisner repetition game. But this new lady who doesn't know how acting works, totally fucks it up and makes everyone really uncomfortable. That's very fun. And it's generally a really good, fun little movie.
Okay.
I liked it a lot, but it wasn't like transcendently good. It was a movie that had a lot of period stuff in it, which is fun because you don't see that a lot. Which I think is why it ended up in the burnt ends category, which is like the weirder movies that are less likely to get distribution, because it seemed like it had a budget. It was really well produced, unlike a lot of the other burnt ends stuff that I saw.
Just very theater kid.
But it's just very theater kid and had a lot of period stuff in it. And I feel like the assumption there was that
What period?
No, like menstrual cycle period.
Oh, okay.
And I think the assumption that it was operating on was, are we going? Oh, it's going down. God damn it!
Should just grab it.
Yeah, why not?
Life's musical.
But yeah, it had a lot of menstrual stuff in it, which,
Get over it.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, I think one of the things that annoys me about edgelordy, incel-y, kind of men are better than women type reactionary dudes is dudes can go their whole life without breaking their bone or having a serious medical condition, whereas women have a body horror movie happen to them as a cyclical part of their life from puberty onwards, and that gets you really familiar, and your relationship with the body is much different than just a doofus dork male who never who never hurts himself.
Yeah, not me. I get hurt all the time.
Right. We'd have healthcare so much faster in this nation if dudes had anything like a menstruation cycle.
Yeah, I mean, ain't that the truth? But yeah, so that movie was really fun.
It's also I don't know. It's also there's a certain male projection of etiquette or politeness or performative.
Right, and of what the body does and how
Right. Also, just oh, we don't talk about those things in polite society because they're nasty. Even though it's that's the everyday experience of a whole half of the population. Right. The whole policing of the body, and
that's what I mean is they're polite bodies or publicly viable bodies don't do this.
Yeah. AIDS, yeah.
Well,
that does get stereotyped as the gays.
Yeah, I think the reason I don't think AIDS totally does disprove that is that they just sort of feminized those men though.
Also, since it's a sexually transmitted disease, there's a whole oh well they're sinful or etc.
Yeah, they did moralism and feminization to those men precisely to delocate it from the healthy body. Somewhere in here is my charger, I'm sure of it. Yeah, I mean, I guess the argument would really be that.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
I guess the argument would really be that.
EV drugs are now.
If such a thing were to happen where
Mass, you talking about the Reagan recordings where they're laughing it off?
Well, what it really is that if something comparable to a menstrual cycle were part of born male biology or whatever, that the entire conception of what constitutes healthcare in the body would be very different. I think you're right, Wiz, that if all the boys just started having periods now, I don't think that they would change the way that stuff works. But I think that if you reset it from first principles, things would be pretty different. I think I buy that characterization. Okay, the next movie, the Reagan tapes are really tough.
Yep.
The next movie I saw was really great. I've already told Wiz about it. It was an animated, kind of sad, but very funny animation called Decorado.
Decoratum?
Decorado. It's Spanish for set.
Okay.
Yeah, and that better junior reception might have changed everything. Decorado, yeah. And it is like very much an adult. Oh, you just got yourself killed?
Yep.
Oh, you gotta be careful. Now you're all the way back to do it all again? Mm-hmm. Oh, no.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
I mean, it has to be okay if there's not an alternative, but yeah, that movie was great. It's like about a little mouse who lives in a cute animated town full of Disney type characters.
I've never seen Junior 1994.
Oh, Junior's so fun. But yeah, it's like this mouse who lives in a cute little town, and everyone's kind of Disney coded a little bit, but not really all the way, because they're like a lot more complete figures than Disney figures. But the whole town like is run out of a single factory, and everyone works for the same big company, and there's, you know, parades and all this other bullshit. And
you said this was animated?
An animated movie. And the guy, the protagonist, Arthur, starts to believe that like his whole life is just like a movie people are watching and isn't real. You know, he goes through that whole thing, that classic.
He thinks he's living the Truman Show?
Yeah, he thinks he's Truman Showing. Well, we could have a junior day sometime.
That'd be pretty cool. Junior, 1994.
But yeah, I don't want to get too into the details of what happens because I don't want to give it away because I think everyone should watch it. But it really is like a pretty striking and like forceful satire about sort of how Disney flattens everything out and
Decorado, okay.
The world of positivity that like the relentless positivity of the world that people engage in, and you know what we lose by just sort of flattening culture and flattening identity to a single thing.
Just like, essentializing, putting art at a distance to be revered and not interfaced with, yeah.
Yeah, muy borracho. But yeah, it's not just putting art at a distance, but like how that can sort of apply to like everything in the whole wide world. Is like the thing, is like the juice in that one, is that like...
It's descending, isn't it?
It's not just... It's not just a question of like what art does, but also what, you know, how the sort of pervasiveness of this kind of stuff flattens everything, and like what we lose when that happens, which is, you know, individual stuff, individuality and joy. It's really good. It's really fucking funny. It's also very dark. And it has a lot of really great stuff in it.
This is one you don't think is going to get a big, like...
No, I think Decorado will
get some distribution.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same guys who made, or same studio, and I think director, who made Unicorn Wars.
Okay.
And Unicorn Wars got a pretty big release, so I expect this probably will too. And everyone loves it. I think it won the jury prize or like a special honor at the awards of the festival.
Tight.
The Plague won Best Picture at the festival.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
The one about the kids,
the
the
one with the
grossness.
kids.
The one you really liked from day one.
Yeah, but this one got like a special honorable mention or whatever. Next up, this one was very, very. I think many of us here will appreciate this one, which was the movie Tie Man. Tie is in Tie, like a necktie, and it was a super low budget, like action noir revenge movie from Montreal that was originally a public access show that the guy made into a movie. That was no one is running a restaurant. Someone runs a restaurant no one runs a restaurant in Decorado either, actually. But in Thailand, no one's running a restaurant. Actually, there is a restaurant scene. Doesn't matter. But it's about a cop who gets shot by her corrupt partner.
Okay.
In the background here. Oh yes, actually there was.
Yeah, Jacob.
There was kitchen action
just,
happening.
like doing some kitchen action, but that's done now.
Yeah, but now the kitchen is empty, like they were never there. But yeah, so this cop gets shot by her corrupt partner and is rescued by Tie Man, a vigilante who was the victim of the evil corporation that runs the town when they destroyed him and his father's business, a tailor shop, and stapled ties to his face. And now he's just a vigilante with ties on his face.
That's great. Okay.
And his father is a skeleton who loves to sing songs and play the guitar. And they team up with this cop to fight the corrupting influences of society, and that's basically it.
He's a small businessman.
Yeah, it rocks. It's really funny and really, really insanely weird. A real joy of a movie.
Tie Man, noted.
Yeah. Don't know how likely that is to get big distro because it was really chunky and silly, but it also did the fun thing of like, it's all filmed in Quebecois or it's all filmed in English and then dubbed into Quebecois.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
That's like a good goof, I think.
Very like spaghetti western style.
Yeah. Next up, we had The Restoration at Grayson Manor, starring one of the guys from Glee.
The Restoration of Grayson Manor?
The Restoration at Grayson Manor.
Okay.
It's about the gay son of like a big, powerful Irish family who is like a musician whose hands get cut off in an accident, a very funny accident. And his very rich mom pays to have yeah, exactly. He's the gay. Well, he's actually very much gay, son of not gay. It's like that's a big sticking point in the movie. But his mom pays to have his hands replaced by the special, like, neuroscientific prosthesis that will give him robot hands, and it becomes like a living hands horror movie as they try to create the hands. But there's also like lots of other great stuff where like the mom is really mean, like the mom and the son are like really mean and snippy and like, you know, queenie at each other in a way that's very fun. Lots of like rude, sassy, quippy backtalk. Which is very, very fun, very effective. Then there's like a lot of really, truly insane twists and turns that I loved. So that's one I would recommend. Very fun movie. Didn't have like, I don't think, I might say it didn't have like an especially deep kind of like idea in it.
Just a haunted hands story.
Yeah, and then like a sort of like these two people, like mother and son, like are cruel to each other but also love each other in that like inseparable but destructive and toxic way. Mm-hmm. That kind of thing. nothing overly like crazy or anything, but that was sort of the gist of that one. The next day was Wednesday, where I saw the sequel to Sisu, Sisu 2: Road to Revenge. Have you seen Sisu? Are you familiar with the film?
It's not the German,
The Finnish guy who kills Nazis?
Yeah.
In this one, he's killing the Red Army. But the idea is that after they redrew the border with Poland, his home where his family lived before they were all killed is on the other side. And so he goes across the border to single-handedly disassemble his old house, put it on a truck, and then drive it back to Poland. It's like a very funny premise. But it was pretty like emotionally.
So he's doing like a Fitzcarraldo?
Yeah, he's kind of doing a Fitzcarraldo. And then the Red Army guys are like, well, you can't do that. And then he does Sisu stuff and kills a bunch of guys trying to do it. And it's very fun.
I remember liking the first half of Sisu and just getting kind of exhausted. Like, I don't even think it's like that the back half was bad or anything. I just feel like I had enough of it by that point.
Yeah, this one's better paced and has more of a variety in terms of action and gags.
I like the Fitzcarraldo premise more already than the straight up kind of just revenge thing. That
I think for me, the way I describe it to people is that like, if you have a guy killing Nazis, I'm already going to be 100% bought in because of how I am. But if you're going to have a guy killing the Red Army, you kind of got to convince me. And so him being like, I want to reclaim my ancestral home and like, not even the territory, just bring the literal object
literally
back.
grab the house.
Bring it back to like Finland and just like live a quiet life where I'm legally allowed to just in the house. Like, to me, that does enough emotional work.
Yeah, because honestly, the first movie felt too much like, I was like, this is like a video game idea just stretched into it got out, like too out of control in a sense.
Yeah, I liked it, but also, like I said, if a guy's killing Nazis, I'm pretty much like...
yeah. I mean, that's what got me to check it out. I was like, yeah, what an awesome premise. I'm
always like all the way bought in as soon as someone's like, we're killing Nazis in this movie. I'm like, okay, well, great, perfect.
Right.
Okay. So that was fun. Next one I saw is a very Henry-coded movie called Reflection in a Dead Diamond.
Reflection in a Dead Diamond?
It's by the guys who made Let the Corpses Tan. Did you ever see that?
Yeah. I've been wanting to rewatch that because I did not like it when I saw it in theaters, but I think it was a matter of expectations not meeting or being maladjusted to the thing. Because I remember the cinematography being really cool. I remember the premise... I don't know. I remember the premise being slower than I was anticipating, but it's
very slow.
Yeah.
This one is, I would describe as sort of Millennium Actress by way of James Bond.
Okay.
Where it's sort of
two things I very much do like.
Flash.
Although, wait, yeah, good.
It's like flashback to this guy's life, and it's unclear if he was a movie star playing a secret agent, or if he was a secret agent.
Playing a movie star?
Like, who was disguised as the movie star, who was using the movies as, like, cover for his secret agent stuff.
I do think Millennium Actress is my favorite con movie.
That's wild to me. But, I mean, I don't think it's sort of...
You know what? When I first saw Perfect Blue, I thought it was the best thing ever, and then the last time I rewatched it, I was just like, eh.
Well, my favorite Satoshi Kon thing, period, is Paranoia Agent.
Paranoia Agent's really good too, yeah. I think Perfect Blue I felt so weak on because I did after, when I first saw Perfect Blue,
Don't open it yet, come on, we're only at half. We're going up.
I was getting rushed there. No, yeah, I think Perfect Blue I just felt exhausted on after seeing the rest of his work, but Millennium Actress is probably my favorite. Anyways, this movie sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's fucking
Eyes
sick.
of a Dead Diamond?
Reflection in a Dead Diamond.
Yeah, it's got a
very
James
sick.
Bond title. Let the Corpses Tan guy, I'll remember that.
Yeah, apparently their next movie is like a giallo slasher or something, which is interesting. Then I saw The Ice Tower, which is a movie by Gaspar Noé's wife. I forget her name, but she makes like dark fairy tale movies, which this is. It's like it's like the Snow Queen thing where a girl leaves an orphanage to go to the city and ends up stowing away in a movie studio where they're producing an adaptation of the Snow Queen.
Interesting.
And then she gets like entranced by
the spotlight.
Yeah, she gets entranced by what's her fucking name? Oh my god.
All the stars are here.
What is that? Why can I not remember that woman's name? Oh my god, what is going on with me right now? The Ice Tower film. I will just look up the name of the actor really quick. Marion Cotillard.
Oh yeah, that's
Marion Cotillard plays the lead in the fake Snow Queen movie,
Lady Macbeth.
and then also, you know, by extension, the Snow Queen in the narrative. And she's great, and obviously, it's very easy for Marion Cotillard to play like the hottest lady in the universe. So that movie's good. It's very pretty. It's very moody and slow. I got kind of like tapped out on it partway through because it was just sort of like every time the movie was sort of playing with like an emotional idea, it would kind of resolve by being like, let's look at a young woman sort of standing still. And I kind of was like, all right, well, I mean, I've seen a lot of this young woman standing still. This isn't bringing anything new to the mix. Then after that was Crazy Old Lady.
Crazy Old Lady's the movie?
Yeah. Argentinian horror movie. Very much what it says on the tin. It's a movie about a crazy old lady. And that lady's crazy and she is old. And it gets pretty fucked up. Basically a woman and her daughter leave her mentally deteriorating mother at home to go on a trip, and her mom's acting like a jerk, and being obviously having a bad time, and so they call her ex-boyfriend to be like, can you please go check on my mom, and then things get really out of hand.
Okay.
Pretty good, pretty fun. Definitely worth seeing if you get the chance, but not one that I'd be like, this is a crazy movie, you gotta see it. After that was Dildo Heaven.
That sounds amazing.
It's a Doris Wishman movie from the 90s. Apparently it was her response to Sex and the City.
Dildo of Heaven.
Dildo Heaven, not Dildo of Heaven.
Tell me more of this Dildo Heaven, yeah.
Dildo Heaven was apparently, Doris Wishman's response to Sex and the City. It's pretty good. It is not as weird and crazy as I would like it to be. And it also does a really frustrating thing where it kind of sets up how you think the joke of the movie is going to go, and then never really cashes it out meaningfully. Because you spend the whole movie kind of like, oh, these three women are going to be having unsatisfying relationships with men. There are going to be other bad men in this movie. And then towards the end, they'll eventually be like, oh, the answer is dildo. And it's like very set up. Like it seems very obvious what's going to happen. And then the end of the movie is that, but it's not nearly as like big and weird as you want it to be. Or at least as I want it to be. Oh yeah, so lightning's what you're looking for here. Dildo Heaven did not have a realistic big finish. It did have like one of the funniest kind of local pervert type characters I've ever seen in a movie.
Love it.
That was good.
My favorite local pervert character is Sex Piss from Yeti 2, Another Love Story.
That's fair. You could do worse. Yeah, the dildo wasn't as big and weird as I wanted, but also just like the structure of the ending wasn't.
Are you giving it the benefit of being from the 90s too? Because I mean, we can just go on Bad Dragon now and see things.
Yeah, no, I mean, the dildo itself
imagine.
is not the problem really. It was just like okay, so I had the local pervert who was really fun. This guy Billy, who would look through the keyhole at stuff because it was a shot for like no money. It was very obviously like a keyhole filter put on a camera, and so the keyhole's like moving around in the frame. Like it's not like the keyhole itself is moving around in a way that's impossible, which is very fun. But yeah, like Billy's really fun. The beef pervert Dr. Faust comes to help Billy get better at sex is very fun. It's all, but like it just never, and the women are really great. Like the performances are fun, the characters are fun, but just like it never really pans out at the level. Like basically all the really funny stuff is Billy being like, "Boo," or smiling really big whenever he gets horny. And like that's really most of the funniest stuff in the movie, which is a little disappointing. Because you're kind of wanting more out of that. And finally, we get to the final day of the festival, where the first movie I saw was, I think, the only movie that I would put as a competitor with The Plague for being my favorite.
Which is
this movie called The Forbidden City.
Okay.
Which is a straight up
Dark Souls 3 DLC?
No,
that's the Ringed City. Yeah.
which is a straight up Chinese kung fu revenge movie.
The Forbidden City. This already.
But it is also an Italian gangster melodrama.
Okay.
And I initially was like, well, this movie can't be good. Because those are two very busy genres, and trying to do both those things in one movie is not going to happen. But then I saw it, and in fact, it's great.
I would say, like, The Raid 2 comes to mind as, like...
Oh, no. Like, this is doing so much more with the Italian side. Like,
Okay.
Like, there's, like, full-on scenes of just, like, Marcello, you can't listen to the restaurant. It means everything to the family. Like, that kind of shit is happening in this movie.
Did he just kill me?
Dog.
What?
Dog. You just gotta put on a protection from dark thing.
Okay.
So that you can't get dark one-shotted as you go through here.
I'm so mad.
We finally made it to the end. I'm doing it all again.
It's the second time I've made it to that ending room, only to get wiped by an encounter. They do not want us passing through this train station.
Basically, like, this woman's sister ends up in Italy for some reason.
The Forbidden City.
Yeah, ends up in Italy for some reason, working for the Chinese crime family that's there. And so she goes to rescue her from that. And then stuff happens that ties her fate to the fate of a local restaurateur whose family's going through like a gangster melodrama family piece. And it kind of ties their stories together and bounces between them, and it's like really effective. Like, it opens with a real statement of intent sequence where, like, null dark. God, I can't believe that happened. That was so brutal. A real statement of intent sequence where she's, like, fighting through, like, this underground facility that opens up into a sex house that then is part of a restaurant.
Okay.
And then she fights out the restaurant onto the streets of Rome. So it's all set up to think you're in China somewhere.
Did you see the Shadow Strays?
Which one?
The Shadow Strays? Mm-mm. It was an action movie. I believe it came out last year. Secret organization of assassins. Sorry, just this sequence is bringing to mind that. I forget that director's name, but I'm like, is it the same director? It's no way it can be.
This was an Italian guy.
This is an Italian guy, okay.
Some really awesome fight scenes. And like some really well directed, like, people being like big emotions at each other scenes. Really good. Then I saw Dolly. Dolly was probably the movie that I was the least excited for going in, and it was so good.
D-O-L-L-Y?
D-O-L-L-Y. It is just like a straight up, like, kind of classic slasher monster thing, but shot on film. It looks great.
It's with the babyface thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard about this one.
Yeah, it's...
I think Rory was saying something about it on the
Yeah, I saw it with Rory.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just like a killer in the woods who wears a big doll mask and is very scary. And does lots of creepazoid stuff. Performed by professional...
We love our creepazoids in the woods, don't we, folks?
Performed by professional wrestler and non-binary icon, Max the Impaler.
Hell yeah.
Who cooks in that movie. It's so good. One weird thing about that movie is there's a part where Dolly stands up, and for some reason I just had the thought in my head of what if Dolly just looked at the camera and went, "Welcome to Betty Boop's racist game show," which is not what happens in the movie.
Why did you?
I don't know what possessed me to think that, but I kept thinking it throughout the movie once it got in my head. So that was fun. That movie's so good. Big, huge reco on Dolly. Then we saw the Found Footage Festival, which is just like, you know, the VHS guys. That was really fun. And then there was this movie called Whistle.
Creep guys, didn't they have like a found footage fund thing going on?
The Creep Tape Season 2 was there. Maxine Paler's awesome. There's a Creep Tapes 2 was there. And I hated that because it was on like 6 screens. And it was just like, I don't want to watch 3 episodes of a TV show at this film festival. Like, that's not exciting to me at all. So that was frustrating. But so that was good. And then the last movie was a movie called Whistle. That is like a Shudder movie that's coming out kind of soon. And that it was fine. Rory liked it. I thought it kind of sucked, but it was like whatever.
Whistle.
Yeah, it was like some people find an ancient Aztec death whistle, and when they blow it, their death from the future hunts them down and kills them. And so they die in the way that they're destined to die. Which is like a fun idea, but the movie does not do enough with it for it to be that good. Nick Frost is there. How much that matters to you is up to you.
Doesn't really tilt me too much, in all honesty. Let's see if I can make this full moon in time, though, is what I'm thinking.
But that was my Fantastic Fest rundown. I'm sad that I missed the Deathstalkers remake. Yeah, the new Hagrid.
The most anti-trans half-giant in town.
Well, now, hold on, Wiz. We don't know who's more anti-trans, Nick Frost or the original Hagrid. We can't say for sure which one's which.
It's a hard quantity to run.
Now, you could make a compelling argument that the later one is necessarily more anti-trans because J.K. Rowling's become more and more possessed of the British affliction in recent years.
The black mold.
Yeah, and the Emma Watson freak out is so funny.
Yeah.
She's really mad about it.
No, you owe your life forever to this woman. J.K. Rowling thinking Emma Watson was a Horcrux. No, you don't understand. I imbued my soul in you. You're a vessel for me.
I really don't think she has, Wiz. Like,
this third one.
Nick Frost is playing you in the new series. Nick Frost is the hag with the bag. Hunter, the deal with J.K. Rowling is that she has bad opinions and keeps getting epically owned by our favorite former Harry Potter actors. Why? It is weird that she's like that. Do you know what I mean?
Why is it that like British turfism is so I don't know, visibly a thing? Is it just because we're over here on the like stateside, so we just get it filtered through like the pop culture?
No, it's the British affliction. Like, it just happens. Like, Once you
why
turn
are
like
they
45,
like that?
once you turn like 45, there's just like a coin flips in your brain, and either you stay normal.
They poisoned the Thames in the 1800s.
Yeah, either you stay normal or transphobia becomes the single most important thing in your entire life. And those are the two things that can happen to a British person.
I'm just gonna take it.
Yeah, I mean, the revival bead's not that big a deal. She is... God, it's crazy. Revisiting the original Harry Potter books, like, the politics aren't as explicitly bad as obviously she is now, but the total...
They're just kind of stunted.
Well, they're not just stunted, but like...
Among other things,
There's like a total failure of imagination and drama.
More of her bullyish tone is there for me too. Is the big thing that sticks out on revisiting it is like just the way she describes people who are maybe fat or like not.
You know, naming the Asian character Cho Chang.
Oh yeah, that especially. The Rita Skeeter thing, but I don't know. There's something to it where like this is an adult woman describing school children, and she has some real contempt for some of them in ways that, like, as a kid, you think she's just being like a whimsical British lady, but then as you grow up, you're like, okay, maybe she's just straight up just banking on stereotype and caricature in a very like mean-spirited way.
She also, and I think I said this to you, Henry. I'm positive I said this to Wiz at some point. Like, there's a fundamental failure of like dramatic and political like ambition in those books.
Right.
At the point where
like you think, and even up to like the 6th book, there's a path you can see where it's like, okay, well we're gonna have to get rid of the Ministry of Magic.
Even through the 7th book.
Yeah.
Like there always seems like there is the possibility of this idea that the characters can realize that while the Nazi wizards are bad, like the status quo has its own like tremendous flaws with which they have to contend.
See, that's why I loved Half-Blood Prince so much. I still love it, but like before knowing where the series was going to conclude, I thought such a big part of Half-Blood Prince is like, oh look, all these systems that we've been using to like Luke Skywalker Harry, also Luke Skywalkered Voldemort, and Voldemort's takeaway was that I am Luke Skywalker, time to become Wizard Hitler, you know?
Yeah. Right, and that the whole infrastructure is like bad and flawed, and that there's such an avenue for an off-ramp where the story is like I mean, the thing I always go to, right, is that throughout the movie they're like, hey, Muggles can never have access to magic. And then throughout the stories, they're always telling us like how good magic is and how it can solve all these problems. And so like anyone with like an empathetic brain at all is like, well, why not just like let Muggles have some of the magic to like solve all these problems? My
favorite byproduct of how ill-considered some of this stuff is oh, you want to speak to me? How post-series, like once the series was done, she'd go on Twitter and do little lore addendums, and they'd always be so nonsensical or stupid, or like, why are you even bothering with it? Like, oh, wizards that have toilets, they would just shit on the floor and magic it away. Mm-hmm. That kind of stuff. Where you're just like, there has to be. Oh, okay then. Well...
Okay.
If you think the weak should perish, I got some bad news for you, buddy.
Looks like you're dead. Yeah. But yeah, so like, it's just like fundamentally unimaginative and like fundamentally like...
Who is?
Yeah, very funny. I really hope Hunter comes back really apologetic and, oh, I didn't mean it. I love the monologue and I love to learn about the bad lady.
It was electric, right? Yeah.
Yeah, electric they don't like. But yeah, so like there's this fundamentally like...
Hunter's like, come on, I said hi to everyone.
Hey, you opened the door, my man. I just walked through it because I love walking through doors. Now you gotta hit the down guy. Is that critical?
Right.
What the heck? You just probably punch this dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, it's just like fundamentally liberal, like defense of the status quo. Like, after all the events of the books, the characters don't actually change the world; they just get it back to how it was when it started.
Right.
Even though we've like seen all these ways in which the world would be better if they did change it, which is just such poo-poo pee-pee story stuff. And it speaks this like total failure of imagination, where it's like wizards could cure every disease, but they just don't because like.
Also, just the really uninteresting, just following the receipts line of like convoluted magic as far as like, oh, who owns the strongest wand in the moment? Like the rightful chain of title bullshit. Like.
Yeah. Oh, that ending sucks. It's like, I mean, I think I said this in the Wisecrack video that I wrote about all these problems, but like.
It's not that Voldemort had bad ideas. He just didn't do the right paperwork.
It's literally like they win by appealing to like Robert's Rules of Order for wizards. Like
yeah.
They literally are just like literally they just kind of actually their way out of Wizard Hitler, which is like terrible, like an absolutely abysmal piece of storytelling. It is not that Harry does anything exceptional or makes a dramatic choice or anything. It is that Harry rules lawyers the fucking wand better than Voldemort.
Right, because like even in that final showdown when they're like circling each other into school, he's like, well, actually the chain of title says this. Yeah. Rules of order. Can I hit them all with force? No.
And he becomes a wizard cop. It's really fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Bad books, I say.
I think too that regardless of, I just think like once you read Harry Potter too, you should be able to move on to other books. It doesn't need to become this central organizing like.
Right. Well,
hobby.
that's the thing, right? Like, I'm not.
Even back before I realized how like weird or unsatisfactory it was, like it's not like I finished it and I was like, I'm not gonna go back to that because I just like, okay, there's other stuff I want to read, and then I read other stuff and I was like, oh wow, that was like denser or more considered or made me think in ways that Harry Potter didn't. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to like.
It's not even a virtue signal like political fad trend with the times thing. It's just like you move on to other stuff because they're children's books.
If people like Harry Potter, I think it speaks to some not so great taste, but like, and like maybe a willingness to overlook the badness of the author, but like also, you know, Yukio Mishima is like my favorite author, so who am I to sort of like, I mean, Thomas Pynchon and Yukio Mishima are my two favorite authors, and one of them is a psycho and one of them is a fascist. So like,
I mean,
you know,
I like Cormac McCarthy. God, it sucks that the Cormac McCarthy article about him having a teen mistress was handled by like the worst fucking qualified person to write about it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, no, I want to hear about the bad stuff my literary hero did, and god damn it, I hate that it's caked in this kind of prose.
Yeah. But like, you know, like if people like it, that's fine. But the thing that is really shocking, or not shocking, but like frustrating and bad about it beyond the sort of obvious moral component is that like it can't be the only book.
Yeah, you have to be kidding me, people. Come on.
Yeah, like you gotta read other stuff. And there's some people who are just like, Harry Potter's the only thing I care about for book. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Wiz.
Exactly, Wiz. You'll never know about the many secret bad things.
They are not going to kill me on the way out this time.
Yeah, I mean, it opened up fantasy as a more mainstream genre, but so did fucking Lord of the Rings, man. Like, the Lord of the Rings movies did that shit. And they're cool. I need to make sure you can unstone that person. Oh, well, too late.
High encounter rate. Okay.
Oh, they're unstoned. That's great. I just got a Lord of the Rings cup. Well, but I just got it and Cass got it for me because she's cool.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, Earthsea's amazing. I mean, all of
Le Guin.
Yeah, all of Le Guin is great. She's one of the best to ever do it.
Like, I know you like Michael Moorcock too, like Elric.
Yeah, Moorcock is fun. Moorcock is like very... I feel like Moorcock is like maybe the ideal... Okay, you just read Lord of the Rings. Now try something that has like a little more going on relative to like contemporaneous ideas.
Moorcock was one of the first dudes that was like straight up like directly saying he was riffing on or like deconstructing Tolkien too, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Like very intentionally so.
Yeah, and he's fun to play with, but like, you know, his shit's also sounds pretty stupid. And
I found him through Nomad. Like somebody gave me an omnibus of like the Nomad of Time books, and I read those, and they were so silly. And then I learned he wrote these other books that were like much more serious fantasy, and I was like, huh, what do you know?
Yeah. I mean, when Wiz and I were getting ready for the Elric of Malibin Adams episode of Wiz World this past week, I was reading through some Moorcock stuff, and like some of it's just really stupid.
All right, we did it. We made it to the other side. Stormbriver.
That I'll say it. Stormbriver, which is maybe the best joke of that whole thing, was a Wiz invention. Like me getting the sword was a me invention, but then I was trying to name it, and Wiz got the Stormbriver in like 5 seconds.
Hey, what do you know? The other side of Yogi Park. You know what? Before we enter, I do want to rehydrate. Let's take a quick break. It is 4:55. We'll be back before 5:05 for sure. But I need to stand up. I need to stretch. I need to rehydrate. I've been munching on these sour candies.
Yeah, I have to answer, I guess, 34 messages.
We're gonna take a quick break, folks.
And I gotta pee, so we'll be
right
back in a few.
All right, and we are back. We are hot, and we are ready to go into this park. So Lux, the Plague and the Forbidden City are
Two faves.
Two faves, eh?
They're my two favorites. Reflection of the Dead Diamond, probably the 3rd place winner.
Yes, that one as well. I'll have to keep that in mind.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't see the Deathstalker remake. Everyone said that was really fun.
Was there a Save the Green Planet remake?
The Begonia screened and the secret screenings.
I think Rory said he caught that.
Yeah, Rory saw Begonia, said it was really great.
Yeah.
I didn't see it though.
Everyone here's been brainwashed. Oh boy. All right then.
Okay, interesting start.
A vicious-looking mannequin walked into the construction site, locked the door. Oh no. Not the guy that ran away from you that one time.
I think it might be. You can just...
Is it really going to be... Yeah, okay.
The game, it's not strictly Gygaxian, obviously, the design of this game, but it has a little bit of like Gygax shit to it. Where like
D&D style.
We're just like, this is where these guys live. Like... It doesn't matter that you get to Yogi Park like once you're like level 90 or whatever, or like level 60.
It's like oh,
look who it is.
Nice to see you. I had a feeling.
I got it bad, got it bad, got it bad.
I assume
I'm hot for teacher.
you've gathered here. In this park lies a power that can change the world. the chance, let me apologize for disappearing right after you rescued me. You can thank my goddess for that. Sometimes she just does as she pleases.
My goddess.
Thanks to Hikawa and his obelisk, I ended up losing most of my power. But on the bright side, I now have a goddess to protect me. Yes, every cloud has its silver lining.
Right, you're possessed by.
I will never let him use me again.
Get it, girl.
Nice.
And I won't let him be the one to shape the new world. What he envisions is a world where the thread of time is spun unerringly, without change. You can't.
Everything's so flat.
It's just wasted space, totally devoid of power. To restrain our unborn world like that would be a travesty. As the one responsible for the destruction of the old world, it is my duty to shape the new one.
Not sure if that tracks.
The world cannot remain as it is, nor can it fall prey to Hikawa's ambitions.
Not sure if I should trust you to rebuild the world if you dismantled it.
It is very Manosphere language hunter, but also it's literally true.
There's nothing much I can do. Even though my goddess has spoken to me, she has yet to reveal her reason.
Yeah, you don't know what you're acting for.
Let me fill you in on what's happening in the park. It all centers around the Yahiro no Himorogi. It's a stone that's filled with an enormous amount of Magatsuhi. It grants its possessor tremendous power.
Copy
Word spread
that.
The stone is somewhere in your Yogi Park, and now everyone is trying to claim it for their own. I'm not interested in Magatsuhi, but the stone is rumored to have the power to control even gods. Once I have that power, I'll be worthy of receiving my goddess's reason. However, the stone is currently in someone's possession. I'm not sure who, but I can sense a terrible power emanating from them. Their power is so strong that I wouldn't stand a chance against it, but I think you would. If I promise to give you the Magatsuhi contained inside, will you get the Yahiro no Himorogi for me?
I kind of want that for myself.
Oh,
Whoa. Damn, Henry, you.
I feel like you're the only one I can rely on.
I'm not really big on her whole, like, I'm channeling a goddess from the other side and I'm going to do its bidding. It seems very, I don't know. I don't like it.
So, no matter what, Lorenzo, I still trust you.
I think the type of character I am within this world is a very distrustful solipsist.
By the way,
You signed on to the fucking War Council. What are you talking about?
Yeah, the Gozu Tenno, the might makes right. Like, but by my will and my hand alone, like, I will control
then
things.
take this. It's the key to that locked door.
Okay.
Maybe that's what I'm working on. Maybe I'm just pure chaos here, but something about, I don't trust her, or again, it's the whole, like, I don't follow the logic of, like, I destroyed the world, I must be responsible for rebuilding it. Like,
Well, if you spill the milk, you gotta clean it up.
I don't see it as like an accidental, like, oops, I did this sin, I must account for thing. It's like, no, I created a void and now I want to suck all the power in the vacuum is kind of the sense I get more so with Hikano than with her, but like, I don't know, I don't trust this goddess angle.
All right, well, you're the one making the choices. You drive the
See you soon.
car.
I'll be here waiting for your return.
I do regret that Noodles was mad at me though.
All right, we got the keys. Can we enter from the outside? Can we enter from this side?
This is the new side. I think I can unlock to the other side though. I'm just gonna run.
Can we unlock from this side so we don't have to go all the way back around?
That's what I mean. I'm gonna go search that up right now because I think that's over this way.
It would be the door by the troll, I think.
Would it be the door by the troll? Let's just investigate the door and see. What's up? No. It's not gonna work, dude. No. Get out of here. I mean, isn't the whole point of this game like I'm securing Magatsui? Like I want to control like.
Yeah, but she's gonna give you all the Magatsuhi in the rock.
I don't get what that does. No.
You get to have it.
But she still gets the rock's what she wants to use for power, right? Oh hey.
I guess she needs the rock for something. But I don't know the rules.
The Pixies, just like the band. Alright, I'm gonna go back really quick. Is there a save area around here I can open? Life stones, cool. Oh yeah, right there. The human in the southern, talking about Yuko.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're exactly at 40 and a half hours, awesome.
We've done it.
I'm a little more at ease now that I've saved. Death was around every corner. Let's get into this dungeon. Let's see if we can find our killer mannequin. Let's see if we can find our shiny Magatsui loaded rock. Then I don't know what I'm gonna do once I find the rock. Am I gonna eat it? Am I gonna ascend to Satanhood? Do I get to reform the world in my vain image? Am I going to consider the possibility of justice? I am curious, like, what this game's vision of the player controlling or restoring or constructing the world. Well, we'll see as we get there.
There's a few.
So I have to find the shiny pixies from the high vantage point.
I don't know if we have Sentante yet. You might want to try and talk to that guy.
Have I had high pixies before? I do like the model. Sentanta. We just recruited just a human person.
Oh, he's got a scarf and a spear. Come on.
He's got some air of mystery, sure. More life stones, all right. What's that blue flame saying? Oh, that thing. Interesting. Oberon?
Another one try and get.
Sure, Oberon. Let's just have a suck sesh. Brings back memories of your birthplace. Okay, yeah. Let's just keep going at this, bro. This fine body, very.
No, it really is a suck sesh.
Wow. And some beads, sure. Come on. No, it's not. Oh, damn.
Oh, damn. Oberon thinks actually.
Actually, he's just a submissive boy. Got it. Damn.
Do we have anyone with a. What the?
Okay.
What?
I guess we were just that charming.
That's probably because of some secret skills that we have that we don't remember what they are.
Yeah, some kind of tilt there. Yeah, because you were about to ask about anyone that had like a seduce on me, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, I can go that way, or what's over here? Go at this far in. Oh, I need some health.
Hey, so 2 new guys we got.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave them be. Titania. Peace out, pervert. I'm just here for the magic rock.
Okay, so we have to find the pixies that are in the construction site to get rid of them so that they can't call you a pervert and banish you.
Yeah, from our stuff to get to an observation point where I can see all 3 of them or something. I'm kind of just mapping the territory right now. Under the communication tower. It reflects physical attacks, eh?
Well, we have a very magic forward build right now, so that's good.
Thank you for the hint, Ghost. No, no chest over here, that's just a dead end. I'm just walking into a dead end. So those guys are ice, noted. This is interesting, the way we've circled back to a Star of the Map area and they've decided to keep the enemies this week.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good. I think, like I said, I think it's Gygaxian. I think it's like real, this is the world we're in type design.
Ooh. Too many.
Oh yeah, no. Oh, the Coates Klein conversation is excellent.
I've not seen it yet, but tell me about it.
I mean, it largely consists of, I think, a fundamental tension where Klein seems to be of the mind that the kind of journalist intellectual position, hell yeah, ooh, nice. Journalist intellectual job is like to like build political power to massage public opinion. Like you try and get that to Tanya if you kill everyone else.
Wait, what?
You try and get that to Tanya if you kill everyone else.
Yeah.
But it seems like Klein thinks that the job of the journalist.
Did Klein start with Vox? Or was he a part of Vox back when it was first up and coming?
Yeah, he founded Vox.
Okay.
But yeah, it seems like Klein's opinion is basically that the job of the journalist / intellectual is to
make the
like
public take their medicine.
yeah, well, it's to build political power by like normalizing or laundering certain opinions, or to like do stuff like that, right? Like it's meant to be sort of political persuasion on behalf of the establishment with which you've chosen to align yourself. And Ta-Nehisi Coates' opinion seems to be that it's to tell the truth. Like,
Okay.
if you have a heel, you should probably pop it on, mister. He's getting kind of loud. I'll try talking then. Oh yeah, fuck. There you go. Or as Wiz puts it, not inaccurately, I don't know how else to explain to you that we should care about other people, the conversation. It's like a lot of Coates kind of making the argument that Klein's position and his political articulations are like don't have like a moral or political teleology attached to them, and that's bad, which I think is true.
Yeah.
On both counts, and Klein being like, actually, it's good.
This gets to, in the past you've talked about having to like examine your priors or know your priors, or just having first principles or principled ethical
Yeah.
foundation you're operating from. I think that's something I wanted to bring up as like this past week. I haven't been up with the news much lately, but like as an American, you're so overwhelmed with the constant information trickle of like the
Once you kill one of
sensationalist
them, you should talk to the
media.
other one.
Oh shit.
Let's do it after this one. Go on.
But if you slow down for a moment and you do develop that sort of ethical compass, or at least that idea of what your principles or priors are, it permits you to at least understand in a more consistent way what's happening, to not be bewildered or at the whims of a constant like sensationalist press.
And you just don't say dumb. Or you should talk to her.
Yeah.
You just don't say stupid shit like. Oh
Jeez.
damn!
Yeah, that's
holy shit. We just got domed heavy by that lady.
Robert Redford never experienced that.
Yeah, that's for sure true. But like you're able to not say stupid nonsense like talk about running pro-life candidates as Democrats in places like Kansas and
Right. Like they're the places where like the trans ban like bills at the state level just rejected.
Well, I think what you should do depends on what you think your role is exactly this thing that I was talking about at the beginning of this, that like if you view being like what do you view as being like your function here, like if you think your job is to be agitprop for the Democratic Party, then like that's what you should do, but maybe you should rethink the value of that role, or why you think why you think that's your role. Like you need to consider what your position is and what your role in like a social arrangement is, and what you should do dictates that. Like who was it? Liam Bright, a philosopher I really like, of whom I'm a big fan. Oh yeah, try going up there. A philosopher of whom I'm a big fan, Liam Bright, wrote a piece where he was basically talking about how okay, so yeah, we need to get to that level, but how do we get there? Can we see a way up from here?
We need to avoid going under the bridges with the ferries on them because they're going to stop us, is the thing.
But then also Titania, we need to get to the ferries near Titania, right?
Well, so when I go back down, I'm going to exit through that door right down there, right? Yeah. There's no other doors to exit. Yeah, I'm going to go through that door, and so I need to go through the left. I need to go under that blank bridge. That puts me back at the start. And then I need to go, it looks like just straight forward.
And if you want to go to these, get these things, you go on that far one, then the inside one.
Okay.
But yeah, Kofi Bright, or Liam Kofi Bright, basically made this argument where he was like,
This way.
when Obama said, I'm not going to do reparations, it was good of him to say that because he is a politician who is trying to foster, like, sort of political connection viability between parties, right? Like, it makes sense for him in his capacity to say that, but it would be stupid for Liam Bright, an African-American commentator and advocate and philosopher, to say, I accept the proposition that reparations for slavery are a political non-starter. Like, it's his job to advocate for those things, even if it's not necessarily the job of the president to take up that mantle, right? Because it's maybe for the president that is a non-starter because there's a political cost or whatever that is not worth it. It's their job to make those choices. But like, it is certainly Liam's job to say, I think that sucks. And that's not, that doesn't mean that either of them are sort of wrong in their execution of the task in front of them. It just means that those tasks make different demands of them as individuals.
It was the outside one, then the inside one, right?
Yes. Far and then inside. Yeah, and then we can get that, and then we can get the chest.
Moon chest.
After we run around for a little while. But yeah, I think that's sort of what Coates is getting at with that claim, is this idea that, like, there's a degree to which, like, one can understand why an establishment politician would make X or Y choice or defend X or Y position.
Yeah.
But just because you can understand that does not mean you think it's good, nor does it mean it's your job to defend it. Like, if you think it is bad, even if you can understand sort of the political calculus involved in making the choice, that doesn't sort of like your job remains to be critical and to be actively engaged with those questions as like a commentator or a theorist. And like, I think that's part of why Coates doesn't give a political program for victory, right? He's like, that's not what my job is, right? Other people's job is to provide that political program. Other people's job is to do that. His job is to be like, here are the issues surrounding or implicit in the status quo. They're bad. Here's how we talk about them effectively, whatever, and to bring those to light. And that's because, like I said, he views being a journalist intellectual as the role of like someone who tells the truth.
This is something.
And Klein reads it as like a political tool.
This is something I find frustrating about some of the most like libbed brain people I'm in contact with, where like in these personal conversations I'm having with them at times, where like we both know we don't vote Republican, we don't vote conservative, like we're both interested in like a democratic leftist project. Or at least a democratic project. I don't know how leftist some of these people are. I have a friend who I don't know, he's still very much of that like, oh, people were too mean to Biden, shame on Jake Tapper, et cetera, et cetera. And like, at a point I'm like, why are you getting mad at like a friend you know personally over being critical of Biden in this sense? Like, the president is not going to pat you on the back for like cutting off friends and like family members and shit like that.
It's also like, with that one, it's sort of crazy because it's like, I mean, there is a good argument to be like, not that Jake Tapper was overly critical of Biden, but that Jake Tapper was self-servingly critical of Biden.
Definitely.
Because,
and I do think he was in that way.
Yeah, because like,
I'm going to wait till the end and then get my book out.
Yeah, and he can write the same book about Donald Trump and never says shit about the fact that Donald Trump like is having a stroke every time he like moves around.
But like, if you're like I don't get the everyman or the regular normie man on the streets position or reason to have a sort of like fealty to the Klein mode of like power apologizing.
Right. Well, and I think
Oh? No, I already got one of you. I'm sorry, dude.
I don't think that's what's going to happen here, my friend. But yeah, well, I think the Klein thing is so emblematic of a certain like way of thinking that I think is so weird, which is that like there's the idea of like winning power is its own value, independent of what that power will be used for or like how it is wielded. Where it's like, yeah, go in Klein mode, nicely done.
Infinite power seems impossible.
But like this idea, right, where like that's where this weird like, aside from like the political stupidity of run a pro-life candidate in a place where abortion ballot measures were passed by like public voting.
He also was recently, I forget what part was it, where he's like, it's easier to imagine the end of America than it is a Democrat winning in like a bread and butters issue state like thing. It's like, no, it's not. Who are you talking
that's so
to, Mr.
stupid.
Klein?
Yeah, or obviously the fucking the Charlie Kirk thing, right?
Right.
Like then outside, yeah. Right, like I mean, he's done this way, but it speaks to this thing where it's like gaining power for no, because like we've seen this, right? Like we've seen this happen, like, and you and I in particular have seen this happen in the sense that like Jessica Cisneros was polling ahead of Henry Cuellar in like wherever that district is, near Houston, I think. Was like a decidedly progressive figure. Pelosi and the DNC and the DCCC like put in a bunch of money and effort to push Cuellar over the top, and then he has like voted with Republicans on a ton of stuff. And it's like, well, what was the point of him winning? Like, what does him winning do? Like,
if we have to like, you know, if what power does like does the inside hold that it's worth like biting the tongue or like holding time for?
Well, or like, you know, as someone, I forget who said this on internet today that I saw, but I thought it was a good one, is that like, what is the purpose of holding power?
Shit, I don't remember. I think it's outside.
Yeah, I think it's outside.
Nope. Choke and die, damn.
Like, what is the purpose of holding power?
Oh, back over here.
Yeah, okay, we know you're going to hear. So, what's the purpose of holding power when, like, if it just means ceding the effects of that power to the opposition, right? Like,
why did we give Biden power when they just spent 4 years just going like, oh no, Trump's coming back, oh no, Trump's coming back, oh no, Trump's coming back?
Yeah, you know, even more than that is like, what is the point of a bunch of Democrats winning elections if all they're going to do is pass Republican policies?
Yeah.
Right? And we're just going to run people who are...
Even if Kamala won 2024, she had capitulated on immigration policy to, like, America has just a right-wing immigration policy.
Yeah.
There's no Democratic alternative to it.
Yeah, and there's no, like, what's the point of power at that point? Or don't go there? Oh.
It was both outside? Okay.
Yeah, and the door was right there. Where are we now?
Oh, we're just straight. Actually, cool. Cool, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, to the degree that there is a point to stop the left from having any.
Yeah.
For sure. But, like...
I hate how tinfoil it feels, but how also true it all... Yeah.
Yeah, but at a certain point, like... There's, like, that's obviously a factor in it. At a certain point, it does seem like it is at the expense of their, like, that metaphor only makes sense if you're going to assume, and it's possible this is the case, but I think it's kind of crazy, that at this point, like,
yeah, right, Wiz.
Right, but that's gotta, like, I mean, I guess maybe it doesn't, like, but it seems like that it has to come from some kind of political theory of like winnability that I think is an incorrect one. But like, increasingly, it does seem like, independent of any theory of victory or theory of power, they're just like, we would rather have Republicans win than leftist Democrats. I mean, obviously you're seeing the Mamdani shit play out in real time.
Yeah.
Where Hakeem Jeffries is just like, I will not endorse this man. I would rather talk about how much I love Eric Adams, the crime king.
Did you see the cool Star Wars video he made about trash pickup and the Rat Wars?
Yeah.
And he's in a Jedi outfit, Lux. How can you not love that? He's in a Jedi outfit.
I do love Eric Adams. We know this.
All right, let's see what they sent me. Should I try that other way, or just go full circle? Cool. Door's right there. We made it through the maze. Are you like a special Oberon? Because I've been wiping them out pretty easily, sir. The waltz and pageantry the high pixies of our kingdom are famed for. I do like that this whole fairy kingdom is just a construction site.
Yeah, it's awesome. Oh, now we're in a new area. God, Newt Gingrich has a New York Times article about the shutdown.
Right, we're headed towards another one of those, aren't we? All I know is Israel bought TikTok, and there were like 3 shootings the other day. America. What is Newt Gingrich saying about the shutdown?
He's saying that everyone's gonna blame Democrats and they're gonna lose public opinion because everyone actually wants all the bad things that Trump says he's going to do, which I don't think is correct.
I don't think so either. Okay, so I can exit there this time.
Yeah, I mean, there are polls that are like, people will blame Democrats, but it also seems like, and the problem, right, the shutdown's only a problem if you assume that Democrats are incapable of communicating the value of the shutdown and why they're doing it. The problem is that I think there's a reasonable case to be made that they are, in fact, incapable that says that. No, there are some polls that indicate, like hold on, pull it up.
The cross formation. No, I did scope them out from the raised platform is the thing. Yeah, to the point that it's to stop the left from having any power. I do feel that, I don't know, corporate Democrats are slipping up in terms of not even being like adequately slimy enough to lie properly. Like, I mean, a few weeks back there was the whole Taurus Friedland thing, but just they can't even come up with like a really good excuse or narrative to cover up what they're doing or to reconcile what they're doing with any kind of rationale.
That's the thing. All the things that have like the plurality of people would blame Democrats is with this context. Like questions regarding context are obviously like kind of dirty and framed to make people blame Democrats. Mm-hmm. But it's like that's the thing is the Democrats are so bad at fucking messaging that like there's no reason to believe that just won't be what public opinion is because they just are so bad at this that like they aren't going to justify the shutdown because they are bad at justifying things that they do because they refuse to do it. I think you're right, Wiz, that like most polling says people would default blame the GOP, and most polling indicates that like if the Democrats framed the shit they're doing in any kind of meaningful way, people would side with them in this particular project.
Strong
But-
agree. I think the Kimmel capitulation shows that like if people there's a popular want to punch down to bully these guys that people want to jump in on. Like if there's a very like it was very easy to like convey through like dropping your Disney Plus subscription that you were mad at this particular organization.
Yeah. Well, and like this is where it came from, right?
No, this is where we're supposed to go, right? I think this is where we're supposed to go.
This is where it came from. Oh, maybe you're right. I'm not sure.
Because it's not where we came from. We came from all the way over there, and we've been working our way through this way.
Right, but then go down.
And then when I went to this observation tower, this is where I need to go.
Okay.
I think we're going the right way. Yeah, see?
Well, I guess I'm not but a mirthless whelp.
But you shall fall into despair this time.
All right. Oh, I see. I see how I misread the map. But yeah, like I think my concern with all this. I mean, I think they should do the shutdown. The shutdown's a good idea. It's stupid not to, and it's really stupid to believe Newt Gingrich about anything, and certainly shit like this in particular. But I just think there is a reasonable concern to have that the Dems will just sort of like not do any good messaging here because they suck at it.
Again, you mentioned earlier just being surprised you haven't heard anything from Schumer and such. And yeah, where's the
Not like surprised, but just like, I mean, not surprised because they never do anything. But
Right.
just like,
I just unlocked. This is the other side of the park, right? Yep. Cool.
just like infuriated by.
Yeah.
And like that's the thing is that there's like the supermajority news poll and a couple other polls I've seen that have like a plurality of people blaming Dems when given appropriate context, and they're obviously weighted MAGA polls. But the problem is that like that is the context people that is the context people will get because there won't be Democrat pushback because they don't know how to do that.
I refuse to go on Fox News.
Like they're just incapable of being like, Trump's budget will kill all these people, will close these hospitals, will fund more ICE crackdowns and more National Guard deployments, blah, 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 all the stuff that everyone hates. Like they just aren't capable of going out and being like, this is what's going to happen, it's bad, you don't like it, we don't like it.
All my creatures are giving me chakra drops. Amazing. A Mamuto rock, eh? We were building strength here, unlike
The Democratic Party.
yes, more life stones. Fairy. Well, damn, now where am I? I'm wondering if I should be switching up my Magatama at all.
I think the one we have is good, especially because like,
Because I have the nullified dark one.
and if
on
his
right
problem
now.
is that he deflects physical, it's a really magic forward one.
Whenever we get to set boss, yes. I did re-register today for the Texas voting because there's some pretty BS ballots coming up.
Yes, there are. Uh-oh.
Fun fact, the only way Texas funds public education is through property taxes. In every cycle, there's fucking like, we're going to reduce property tax for everyone. It's like, oh, thanks. You mean we're cutting funding to schools. Got it. But also, like, they're changing the rules on bail, or they want to change the rules on bail, and it's like, oh, that's just so they can lock up protesters easily.
Is he a Georgian? Just kidding. Georgians like property tax, I think. No, they like land tax.
Been watching this real estate YouTube guy go totally insane. Wizworld. So I was recently watching a guitarist in a metal band I used to like as a teen. He ended up being a January 6ther, but then he got out because he did like a plea bargain deal. But he has these two kind of MAGA lawyers that run a YouTube channel. They were interviewed. I found these two MAGA lawyers' YouTube channel because since he's one of their clients, he went on their show. And they were rallying both about property tax stuff, but also about the Commerce Clause, which the Commerce Clause in the Constitution is used, it says that Congress can regulate interstate commerce. It's used as a very broad net to do things like healthcare regulation, or in theory it could be used for that. Basically, it's the way that a lot of like intrastate economic regulation stuff and federal level stuff is justified through the constitutional language. But I don't know, it was very interesting to me to see these kind of legalese right-wingers like very plainly articulating that they were going after such a thing. But no, yeah, there's several ballot measures coming up on the Texas ballot, particularly in Travis County. No more inheritance tax, all kinds of like reductions on securities and trades untaxed. Just the typical freedom-loving stuff. But I thought my registration updated when I changed my address with the post office. It did not. And I also know Texas does love to do them purges, so check your registration, folks.
It is worth it to do it. It can't hurt, it can only help.
I'm just getting kicked around by fairies. All right, I think we mapped the territory finally. Yep, okay. Okay. Oh, I should heal up.
Yeah.
Did getting booted by the fairies do that?
Impossible.
Who has a Meteorama? You do. Also. Is this it?
It just shows over there.
Is this just some extra chests?
Looks like free stuff.
Should I go back into that big building, or should I go through this door here.
Maybe we should keep going this way, and then we can go after the big building. It seems like that's the big building's critical path, but like. See, save point.
Oh yeah, very critical. Very useful. And I just like restored my dudes through items and magics. Let's. You think there's a boss in that big building?
I do.
All right. Maybe we take it and see if that's the end of the session.
Well, you can always wait until Forrest gets here and just goof around until then and go do some mashing of creatures or something.
True. Who knows? There might be some stuff inside the actual building as well, but yes. To the crane. Strong power, yes. Haha.
Here we go again.
Sakahagi.
Visitor here for the plunder.
Yep.
But of all people, you really should have known better. Coming here was a mistake. I guess you'll find out firsthand what happens to those who try to wrest my Magatsuri away. Like that girl who showed up not long before you. I had to teach her a lesson. Didn't I tell you?
Henry says, I don't give a shit about that lady or what you did to her. It don't matter to me.
I'm here for power and bloodlust, sir.
Magatsuri, I'll be the one using them. Not just any demons. Even the most powerful ones.
We got Beelzebub, folks. We got Belial. We got Mammon. We got Moloch.
That skin of yours will make a nice coat.
I wanted to fight you last time, but you ran off. Okay. Is that the rock? Whoa. Cool.
Alright, one more magic only.
Right.
So Xandine probably. I mean, if you do Warcry, just take his attack down.
Not his weakness, but did nice to him. That was fire. Let's shock him and see. Fire did more. Panic voice. Nice.
Try Xandine.
Oh, I was gonna.
Okay.
To begin. I'm gonna keep doing Yagidine. That did nice. Yeah, 200 something. Okay.
I think Glacial Blast is your move.
Yeah, I was like, do I want to?
I don't think.
I don't really have anything to like enhance my party with, really.
Yeah, I don't think insta kills are gonna do much here. All right.
I got the. I can deprogram that, right?
Yeah. That's the one thing you need to Kasha to get rid of that one.
Okay.
Especially just trying to Xand, or you could Fog Breath him. Because that's like a counter. Again, that takes your negative effects off, not affect his. So I just Aggie down again. Try Tornado.
Yeah.
I feel like his spell casting is just smacking his little belly.
He's gonna go offensive this round.
I think that's smart. The sound effect is so good.
Yeah, I like his little elephant roar.
think
Oh
it's-
no, not Mr. Ooze. Okay, well that knocked him out of the other
Just
thing.
made him poison instead. And he can Aggie-9 and then someone else can heal.
Yeah.
I think Quetzalcoatl's your healer, right?
Quetzalcoatl is healing, yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Ooze also has diorama.
Yeah, we can probably just
But Hellfire or Tornado.
probably.
I didn't realize Chimera had such an HP deficit in comparison to everyone else. Nice, nice. Keep that going. I'm gonna need to be doing some dodging. So he negates any effects on him, but he doesn't negate our stuff.
No, it doesn't seem like it.
Okay. Awesome.
I don't know if he deflects stuff, so you might want to try physical attack. Okay, so physical attacks work on him.
What's he gonna do?
Hell of a monster. I used all that Magatsui to summon that demon, and look what happened! Enough of this. Anyone who gets in my way dies.
Manga, damn.
Not a big deal.
Oh wait, no, I'm a Chimera right now.
Yeah, you just punch with him. I just keep going. I'll just punch. Cause you got focus right now. Damn. Maybe heal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see you wanted to use Mr. Ooze to.
Use MP recovery stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, Xandine and Aggie-9 are doing some nice damage though.
How can
There
I
we
lose
go.
to a guy like this?
Well, buddy, I've been licking a lot of corners. I've been building up my immune system. That's some nice gains.
That was 14K. We fucking turned that guy inside out. He was nothing.
Yeah. I've been doing a lot of vitality stacking. What's with Aggie? What's Mama doing?
That's a.
High chance insta-kill all foes dark.
Yeah.
I kind of like everything I have right now. Full power of Anathema. Okay, I tapped out that worm. Cool. The Yahiro no Himorogi. See? I wouldn't have gotten anything if I handed it over to her because all the Magatsui's gone from it. Although I do wonder now, what do I do? Let's cure my poison first off. Oh.
I had a weird dream that I was brainwashed.
I was a very bad demon, hee-ho. Sakahagi's doing. See? Why would I trust that? She's like, oh yeah, there's some cosmic being channeling through me, and don't you want to give me all the power?
Yeah, maybe you want that goddess to be your friend.
I'm the one who's going to have the monopoly on power. I'm the US government.
Alright, well, you should probably talk to her.
Yeah, that's what I was going to go do next. I figured there might be another opportunity for me to talk to her about what to do with the stone, considering she's the one that pointed me towards it. So can I just walk out now?
Yeah, which way's out?
Am I still gonna have to do deal encounters? Yeah, it looks like it. Out is like straight down that way, and then
Actually, we can use that save point to warp you to the
previous save point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That might be the move.
Sounds right. Sounds good.
We're going the opposite way of the save point. To go back up and around.
Just walking into that chest. It's the same enemy types, yeah. Can I recruit her yet? Let's see.
Maybe you've gained enough levels, because you've gained at least one.
Oops.
That was the one thing we didn't want to happen.
Oh, okay. Do I even have... Yeah, I have one spot. Okay. We should mash monsters, though.
Yeah, and also we should go back to the other side of the park, just in case. Because the fact that it gave us a way to get there makes me think that there's some reason to go there, you know what I mean?
You mean when we first started the area?
Like that area, yeah, like remember there was like, we found that key, you used the key to get to the other side of the park?
Yeah, I opened the other side of the park up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is I wonder if there's a reason to go, now that we've killed the guy, there might be a reason to go back there. Because...
It completes the map loop. Okay, let's return to terminal.
Yeah. But I just wonder if there's a reason to, because otherwise you could just use this to leave. So you think there's something worth checking out there, like maybe a game state change over there?
Let me at least save for sure, definitely. Possibly another menorah guy around the area. Yo, yo.
Came back. I knew I could find it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, is like maybe there's a menorah or something like that.
Does that mean you have the Yahiru no Hinarodi? Oh, so the Magatsuhi was used up already.
Wait, I just hang it to her anyways?
Since you have no use for it?
I don't seem to have a choice.
One step closer to creating my world.
Oh, that's supervillain talk right there. Sorry to hear that, L, man. Ooh, Aradia is talking to us, eh?
Hate a neck crack.
Show me your heart. Bears the name freedom. Because of your name, you will carry the burden of plague, pain, and ridicule.
Because of my name? That's so unfair.
Fear the suffering and humiliation.
I don't fear you.
Fool who bears the name freedom. Because of your name, you will live a life of betrayal, rejection, and defeat. Do you fear the deceit? Go and see the world with your own eyes.
I already am.
Forces vying for creation. Without judging their reasons, your world will not come to be. Side with them, or side against them. Only then will your world be.
Do I have to take a side in this world-defining conflict, Lux?
I think eventually you will, probably.
A new force is about to emerge in Ikebukuro. I too will become a force with this woman. Remember that you are what is right.
Okay, I think
Is my truth.
I propose we check out the west side of the park.
Okay.
Then we smash some guys up.
And then we
And then
go
if
to save Ikebukuro for next time?
And if Forrest isn't here, we pop by then, we pop over to Ikebukuro. And if he is here, we save it all for next time.
I think that I need to go. Staying here won't do me any good. I need to see for myself what kind of worlds are worth creating, and what kind of hands shaped them. Thanks for all your help. Hope to see you soon.
Well, guess we'll check out that new being being born in a moment. But yeah, I'll go to the other side of the thing. I'll also use my skills. Alright, it should be super easy to get to the other side without the fairies annoying us. I believe I just go straight. Yeah. The chicken's going to be furious. You shan't escape. Well, no, I will. Told you. My only fear is, what if I die?
It's a big one.
What if I have the wrong worm on for whatever I encounter? All right, I'm over here.
Are we in the right part of the... Let's just look the corners here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check the other side. We've gotten a decent amount of money back. We're at 56K. We're not over 100K like we were prior, but you know, money's money. We can afford our heals. Ah.
I mean, I think dark magic is always a safe thing to be defending against with these guys.
Let's see who we're fighting. Yes. Yes.
I guess the only reason to say no would have been to save, but...
Yeah, we saved all the way on the other side. Oh. Hello.
Oh, it's some kind of veiled woman.
To be fair, the game didn't seem to
we
be
didn't
a
get to
choice in that.
choose.
Yeah.
I suppose it's understandable, since your heart is set more on chaos than creation.
It kind of is, yeah. I feel like I'm being a bit of a joker with this game as far as my choices. Fuck.
Is
The Mother Harlot.
subjugator of the beast that rules all men.
Q Avenged Sevenfold. Sure.
Okay. Yeah, I think that sounds like a bad deal, personally.
Very well. Then bear to me the darkness in your heart.
Yeah, but Lux, I'm learning it's a very dog-eat-dog post-apocalyptic world, and I might need to be the strongest, most violent murder control
Even if you're
freak.
locked in eternal darkness and suffering forever?
Yeah.
Okay, fair. I guess what I'm saying is my goal in the dog-eat-dog setting would be to avoid that happening to me. And so,
See, I think I'm succumbing to it.
In the ecstasy of death that
Cool.
give her a little skull chatter.
let us
All right.
every minute of this orgy of the damned.
I'm for it. Sure. Yes, I will savor this orgy.
We gotta go back through and figure out how to get the death stones from the dungeon.
Yeah, because I didn't really the last Minority dungeon we did, I didn't really lick the corners.
Yeah, we
and then
haven't-
the one before that, I haven't gone back down that spiral hall.
Yeah, we haven't found a lot of, I feel like there's a lot in there we haven't gotten. It would be cool to get Mother Harlot and I forget who else there is. The Pale Rider.
No. Okay. Force accepted. Fire accepted. Ice.
Well, that's not gonna be a very strong spell no matter what, but we can check. Oh, froze though, so you can punch. You get the crit. You can crit again.
Noted.
Bum, 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 bum.
Freeze again, freeze again, freeze again. Yes. Focusing, okay. Oof.
That wasn't so bad.
Yeah, and we dodged most of that Mazaganga. It is Quetzalcoatl's weakness though. Ow, okay. Sandine. Agidine. Let's see if I freeze him again. No? Okay. Glacial Blast.
Dun, 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 dun. Nice dodge. You're really going for that freeze.
Yeah, it's not panning out though. I might try doing a Mr. Ooze focuses hack. Okay. Yeah, that physical attack's nothing. Oof. I got the worm on though. That might save me, right? Oh,
Like hit everyone.
what was that, really?
Not a bad choice.
Nice. Did I focus?
No, you can work, right? Yeah, the music for this fight are so good.
Building up power, a 500, damn. Ooh.
Oh no!
Oh, and I think your mic is dead as
Is it
well.
really? Oh, it could be.
Yeah.
Boop, boop, boop. Yep. Brutal.
Forest here?
No, I don't think it'll be here for a little bit. Like 20, 30 more minutes.
Okay.
Can we try that again?
I do want to try that again,
I'll
yeah.
put your mic on the table so we can both get picked up. by
Yeah.
the mic.
Actually, throw this mic on. Where's the other mic? Right here.
Right there. Check, check, check. That was so brutal. All right.
Got it, got it.
Yeah, so don't do that.
Back in power.
That was so funny because we were like kind of cooking.
Yeah, I just decided to go for the souped up punch that just bounced right back into my forehead. It is easier to do this than to walk across the dungeon, I think.
Just to zap over to...
Shibuya.
Yeah.
Was that the monster that deflects physical attacks that were being warned about by that ghost?
No, I think Grim Hulka does too.
Okay. I was getting hit with lightning attacks, wasn't I? Mazianga. I believe the beast was using. I might switch up my worm. Although, I don't know, we were set pretty well. No? Lux, where'd it go?
Have you talked to the lady yet? Maybe you need to talk to...
Oh, yeah. Okay. Damn, then I do maybe want to just... Gotta watch her succumb to the goddess again. Yeah, here we go.
What is that? Can I?
We're gonna get so chided again by the beast and the harlot for surrendering the device. Yes, Iradia. I can take it. You're not gonna freak me out with these. I'm a demon now. I can grind my level up to whatever it needs to be to fight you.
I think I need. Thanks for all.
Like, if anything, your taunts only render more legible your threat. I'd be scared if I didn't know what you were. Then I will save in Shibuya so we don't have to do this jump again.
Oh, let's get to the fucking fight. I'm itchy for it.
Yeah. We're almost there. We're almost there. Sorry, Lux. We'll satiate your bloodlust in a moment.
Because I'm crazy for blood right now.
All right, let's go. I didn't change anything. I'm just not going to punch.
Did you save closer to?
Yeah, I saved at Shibuya so that we can. Just
Sorry, I'm
walk
trying to
from
get an
Shibuya
article to
here.
reload that I want to check out over and over again.
Trying to get what?
An article to load. And checking on the forest.
Yeah, how is Forrest doing? How are things going for Pixel Gobs? Well, I've been watching Forrest and Dizzy play FF11.
Can't see.
Yeah.
Yeah, the can't see streams are fun. I don't know what we're doing Thursday. Today we have to have a discussion about if we're going to play more Metal Saga or switch to the FF Tactics remake.
Ooh. I want to play my FF Tactics.
I agree.
Very well. Then and relinquish yours. Now, shall we end in the ecstasy of death?
I think she has the coolest intro of any of them.
I do. Yeah, presentation-wise, I love this one.
Savor every moment.
All of the Minor bosses have been great as far as like standout design goes. Okay.
Yeah, but they have her like posed as like hot lady, and then
That skull.
the skull reveal, and then she chatters at you, and for some reason her like weird seven-headed demon horse is like, hey, you want to go to hell?
Hell yeah. Oh, I thought it froze. Damn.
She did freeze, but it was your last turn, so. I'm excited because we're starting to get high enough level, I think, that we start to get some of the really weird demons.
Really weird, like to fight or to breed.
To breed.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I remember looking at some of the higher level, like the 60s stuff, and just be like, whoa, I didn't know we could get such weirdos. We'll have to do some monster mashing. We didn't really do much this session.
Yeah, well, I think if we finish this in time, we should be able to. I don't know if we'll get to Ikebukuro.
Yeah. Tornado's doing multiple hits, right? I can't
Sometimes
tell.
I think Glacial Blast and Tornado both can do multiple. It's not guaranteed any ever. I love that it has like a glug glug sound effect attached to it. Oh, Quetzalcoatl's charms, that's no good. We want them to heal. You want to diorama yourself, yeah, just in case.
Yep. Oh, gone now though. Okay.
Alright, now you're good. Making Zandine, Agudine, Tornado and heal.
Yeah. Yeah, multiple hits. Lots of missing going on there. I love it.
Yeah, she's not as scary so far as some of the other ones have been, aside from the stone reflect thing. But we've already been built for magic first combat.
More blocking and dodging. Nice. Did she change pose? No.
It seemed like she was leaning forward for a second.
There we go. Wow, I just didn't need to punch. Hell yeah.
Oh, there are some strength doors too, so we do want to maybe push strength up a little bit to keep trying to open some scary doors.
That was part of the reason we didn't explore the Rhino one as much, huh?
Uh-huh.
Venom Claw. Not really feeling it.
I mean, what are we losing to take that? I don't think anything.
Yeah, why not? What is Violet Flash?
Whoa, signs of change we see on Suparna's body. Interesting.
Menorah of Beauty.
Oh, now I can do some, go to Shibuya and do some guy mashing.
Some mashing. Also, wait. Oh, okay. I have 3 menorahs, so I just need one more?
No, because I think the Majesty is, I think maybe we only do one more, yeah.
Because after I beat Rhino, I got one off of Rhino. I think the next dungeon needs 4, right?
Yeah.
What is the moon? Well, the moon key's for underground stuff. The Mala dungeon. Okay. All right, let's go Shibuya. Yeah, I'm not even that beat up. What a well-managed encounter. Then we know next time we start Ikebukuro. We have gained quite a few levels as well, so I'm sure there'll be some cool shit in the Fusion Shop. Let's not do it on a new moon, though.
Yeah. That's his quickest force is on the way.
I can save. We can kind of end the session because I want to do an outro recap thing just so people know.
Okay, you want to go save and then we'll.
Yeah.
And then we'll start with the mashing next session.
Yeah. Folks, this has been a wonderful and productive session of Shin Megami Tuesday. Despite the slow start, yeah. Dying twice in those tunnels. But hey, we beat a dungeon, we did some plot stuff, we got yet another Menorah boss. This has been Shin Megami Tuesday. So, Lux, you talked about a few weird short stories at the beginning.
Yeah,
Let's just reiterate.
I'm going to scroll up until I can find where I put them in the chat.
We can do that right here, right now. But yeah, as we flow into Haunt Timber, things get more horrific. We have them all right here.
Yeah, why don't you... Can you copy and paste those?
Yeah, so we have The Hell Screen by Ryunosuke Akutagawa.
Yep. We have How Nuth Would Have Practiced Art Upon the Knolls by Lord Dunsinane.
Is it pasting? It's not.
No.
It is not.
Trying to find them in my chat log.
The Elf, The Elf in the Penal Colony, The Hell Screen, How Nuth would have praised his art upon the knolls, practiced his art upon the knolls.
Try selecting it all and then just try right-clicking and see if we can copy that way.
Gonna get a mask for mask message in there as well.
And so now,
No, it's done. It's gone. Prime Gaming, Tailboy. Got it.
but that's the list. We'll throw that in the Discord.
Yeah, for those in the Discord, we'll get those shorts. We'll be discussing these on Tuesday as we slide into October. We may not be playing Shin Megami Tensei as the spooky season takes over. Stay tuned for info on that.
But we will see you guys next week.
And be sure to check out Pixel Goblins later tonight. Be sure to check out Fight Opera on Wednesdays. We are replaying the shows with commentary. That'll be in the lead up to, when's the show itself? October 25th?
Yep.
October 25th, we're streaming a brand spanking new Fight Opera live from Austin Beer Works.
Yeah, but we got plenty of streams until then. So stay tuned, check them out, and we will see you all next week.
Y'all take care.
Bye. Ugh.